we go. Now I'm live. Hello everyone, I'm back. I tried to go live and then it sort of didn't work. So I'm now properly live. And yes, hello. I just wanted, it's not my regular streaming day because I just wanted to play more of this, so yeah, okay, I was sitting there for like 3 minutes going, I'm not going live. It's not going live. I clicked the button, but it's not going live. So that was funny. And hi Leaky, hi Alkesh, and I think there was a Jessie and a Ray that I saw. So yeah, so I'm just gonna play this and everyone can tune in and listen to me babble if they want to. But they don't have to if they don't want to. But I just had to play more because I've just got to find out what's going on. And I had a quick peek at the achievements and apparently there's like 12 locks. So I found lock 4. So yes, I was the only person that stayed behind. Damn. Alright, okay, are we gonna ruminate on what happened again? Yeah, okay, let's fast forward through him ruminating till we get to a new bit. Why is this happening to me? Oh, thanks for the host, OP. I spent a few minutes wallowing in misery. I figured I deserved at least a little self-pity. But even I knew that brooding and whining was not going to get me anywhere. Oh, and thank you for the host, Mr. Coolness. Like I had said, we need to at least try and find another way out. So, let's start with the crew quarters this time. I wonder where the bomb's gonna... I wonder if the bomb will end up in the place where I last, or whether we won't get a bomb this time. Or whether the bomb ends up in the room that I was in, so it'll end up in the lounge. Huh. So these are the crew quarters. It is an overthinking raccoon, Leaky, not a cat. It says, I tend to overthink things, and then in brackets, maybe I shouldn't have said that. But yeah, it's a raccoon from Tea Turtle. Oh, Sigma. Oh.
What are you doing here?
Oh, he said that out loud. Hey, come on, man, don't be like that. We aren't enemies, are we?
Huh. I wonder.
Should get some more info today. What happened to you, Temioji? You've been acting weird ever since we found that lady's body.
Oh, you think so? Well, you sure it ain't just all in your head?
Huh? Fine. Let's move on to something else then. You and Quark. Is he your, grandkid?
Why do you want to know?
Why? Well, why do you think? He keeps calling you Grandpa. Of course I'm going to wonder what the deal is. We all got kidnapped and brought here, apparently for no reason. Now they're making us all play some kind of weird game. I'm just trying to find a little meaning in all this nonsense. That's it. So tell me, Temioji, are you really Quark's grandpa? Clover,
Sigma,
Luna.
where'd you come from?
Did you not want me here?
No, it's okay, I guess.
Oh, all you could see was cute with this, that's fair enough.
I just thought Tenmyoji was the only other
Hi,
person
Leaky
here.
Spy.
This is the crew quarters. I came here with Clover and Tenmyoji. We decided we'd split up to investigate.
Huh? Makes sense. So you find anything?
0.
What? Which one?
No, I meant I found 0 things.
That was me sticking my tongue out in case you can't see it on the tiny screen. What about you? Anything?
I didn't find anything either.
Suspicious?
Although, I guess you could say this whole facility is suspicious.
Yeah, you got a point there. So why do you think Sarah put all these puzzles and stuff all over the place?
Well, maybe solving all of these puzzles is part of the nonary game.
Ah, that was Hi Leaky's phone. I said hi Leaky when you started, and then that time I said hi Leaky's phone, and I stuck my tongue out at you. Really? I thought the nonary game was a couple of rounds of the AB game. Why would you need the puzzles and stuff then? Well, what is the nonary game then? Why is Zero making us do all this?
Well, this is just, speculation, but maybe it's for entertainment. So rich, powerful people can watch.
Entertainment?
Yes, they're probably off in an opulent theater, watching us struggle while they drink brandy and eat caviar.
I mean, I can totally see that. It's like the Hunger Games, but your mind went there first?
Oh, you think so, huh? So some rich bastards killed her off for kicks. What kind of a death is that?
Well, maybe her dying didn't have anything to do with the rest of the game.
No. Kay was right. If her dying wasn't part of all this, the rabbit would have said something.
The rabbit didn't say anything. We also didn't get a chance to ask the rabbit.
Nothing. Just tells us to keep playing and disappears. I can only think of one reason he'd do that. Murdering her was always part of Zero's plans.
But she wasn't dead the first time. This is why this is strange.
Now, if you can think of another way all this fits, well, I'd love to hear it.
So you're saying that Zero Senior is the one who murdered the old lady?
It would be totally ironic if Zero Senior was Quark. Just because he's a teeny kid.
Now, it sure looks that way.
That means there's a 7 in 1 chance anybody could be the murderer.
7 in 1? Wait, 7?
Well, Alice and I can't be Zero.
Okay. I'll let the eye part go, but you're gonna have to give me a little to convince me Alice can't be Zero.
What? Come on. Alice and I know each other.
Well, how do you know each other?
I guess you could say we're co-workers.
And where do you co-work? And also, we've totally had inconsistent stories so far, but we know they work together. They've got to work together. It's just, you know, after the first game. And it's got to be the same place that Lotus is working. I know she said she was a freelancer, but I'm thinking some kind of letter agency.
An organization? That's kind of vague. What kind of organization?
That's... I can't tell you.
Confidential. What? What do you mean you can't tell us?
I mean, I can't tell you. Just forget about it, okay?
Why can't you tell us?
Because it's confidential. I promised I wouldn't tell.
Okay, actually there's a 6 in 1 chance that someone is, because I don't think it's Clover or Alice, and it's definitely not me. Though that would be a cool twist. I mean, it's not me, but it might be Sigma me. We'll see. We're not going to find out for at least, like, several more endings. But once we've solved all the puzzles, we get to skip all the puzzle stuff, and we can skip through all the dialogue that we've done before, so it makes it a lot quicker. Because, yeah, there's a load of choices. But so far we've only had 6 rooms. So. Oh yeah. Which door were we not going in? Blue? We only get a choice of 2 doors. But we don't want to go in the blue one, because that'll just repeat. I want to get a new puzzle. Look around you, Clover. You really think this is time for playing it close to the chest?
Yeah, but what if the people you work for have something to do with what's going on here?
Yeah, you're right.
And Kay's gotta be someone we know.
Maybe I should tell you.
Finally.
Sorry, but I just don't really trust you guys.
Good.
I mean, what if one of you is Zero? It could be any of you. Sorry. Anyway, I think that's enough about me and Alice. I just don't really feel like I can trust you guys. Maybe if that changes, then I can tell you.
Okay.
So
we've got to get to trust. Oh, and thank you for the host, TGN.
I guess I'll go now.
I got 3 hosts so far today. I feel special.
Go.
How's everyone's Monday going anyway?
Where are you going?
I don't know. I haven't really figured it out yet.
Then I'll be going too.
Fine.
Can I finish talking to Temioji then? There she goes. So Temioji.
Save it. I don't trust you any more than she does.
Oh, in other words, you're not going to tell me anything, are you?
Sorry.
Oops, I drank my tea a little too quickly and I got the hiccups. Oh yeah, I totally got approved for Embers, even though it doesn't really show anywhere on my channel, except that you can now give me Embers. Not that you should give me Embers, because I'm not sure that the exchange rate is cool. But if anyone who doesn't know me very well wants to give me Embers, then that's great. I need to get a little dingly thing on one of my corners just to say accepting Embers or something. I mean, you know, if people really want to, like, donate, tip, not donate, for me to play some games, then there's a tip button. And that money will 100% go towards the games. Don't know what percentage of Embers I get, but I don't think it's a good ratio. Today was especially Monday-ish, was it, Leaky? Yes. I think that pretty much sums up mine. I felt weirdly frustrated at myself and odd the whole day, and I still don't know why. But at least I fixed a really annoying bug that's been bugging us for a while. So I feel like I accomplished something today, but I'm assuming it's something I dreamt about that's worrying my brain, but it refuses to let me know. So I just have this horrible, antsy, frustrated feeling. Like I just want to get up and punch something or run around in a circle, or I don't know. Oh, I see Dan. Hi, Dan. I left Temioji and headed back to the hallway. There were so many questions I wanted answers to, but it was looking like I'd have to suffer in ignorance for a while longer. Besides, there were plenty more immediate problems that needed my attention. I sighed, filed my questions away to be dealt with later. I needed to focus. Okay, so last time we did lounge, infirmary, barracks thingy, and the bomb was in the last place that I was. But it had been the place that I'd gone to. Desire to run around in a circle. Reason number 253 that Joe is secretly a cat. Yes, I have the zoomies, but I don't have the energy to zoom, so I'm thinking that if I do lounge, then the bomb might end up in the infirmary, or it might still end up in here, but there may be some kind of pattern. Or I might be just reading way too much into it and it's always the room that I was in. But if it's not always the room that I was in, then it's a case of, well, who was in that room that would think, ooh, that's a good place to hide it.
Oh,
I don't know.
Perfect timing.
You were here earlier, right?
Yes. With Alice. No, Luna and I. When I first into this room.
Did you find anything suspicious?
Like, secret pathway or something.
We found alcohol. You really think that's the kind of detail I would have neglected to mention?
Anything else then? Anything out of the ordinary?
Out of the ordinary? Well, I mean, everything about this room is out of the ordinary.
How about this?
Yes, the lunar eclipse. Isn't that obvious? It's an astronomy magazine. Ooh! It's specifically 1650 UTC. And apparently there's actually a lunar eclipse on New Year's Eve 2028. But obviously we've got to wait a little longer to see that one. 9 years, in fact. Ooh, that's a coincidence. Maybe there'll be an honorary game. Okay, I can't do mysterious, I've got the giggles. Apparently it's got an article about a lunar eclipse. It says it's going to happen on December 31st, 2028.
This New Year's Eve then?
Yeah, 6 days from now.
What did you say?
Ooh, I just said 6 days from now. She said, wait, what did you say?
What do you mean 6 days?
Well, today's Christmas, right? So...
Wait a minute. When were you grabbed?
Didn't you hear me on Christmas? About 2 or 3 in the morning. Wait, did they pick you up on a different day?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I was abducted in the middle of the night on December 22nd.
Ooh.
What
about you?
I think it was the 20th.
Then we were all taken on different days.
So maybe they were all frozen at different times or something and then anesthetized. We are in the future. Yes, we're 9 years in the future in this game. This is 2028. But it's 3 years after the last game, which is 2025. More or less. For timeline. I did a whole trying to figure out timeline as to how old Clover was, and then she went, oh, I just turned 21. I was like, well, that gives me a timeline then. Does that mean we're just sleeping until the nunnery game started?
Maybe they kept us on a Soparil IV drip or something?
We need to ask the other people when they were abducted. So 20th, 22nd, 25th. Yes, we've been in the future all along. I'm fairly certain it's not Planet of the Apes, though, or Extracted, or whatever the TV show named after Extracted is. Based on Extracted. I think Extracted is the book series.
In theory, you could have everyone wake up at the same time if you got the dosage right.
Then today might not even be the 25th. Your mind is blown. Oh, bless you, Dan. I mean, it is a Monday. I've been very slow today. Extracted is not the one about the killer dentist. People are kidnapped and frozen and woken in the future, and it's the very far future. It's a big spoiler, but you do find out, like, pretty soon into the thing. It's like the whole premise of the TV show.
I think that's likely.
Yeah. Some of us were probably abducted after you.
Oh. Well, I guess that explains why I kind of feel dizzy.
You too? I felt disoriented since I woke up. My body doesn't feel right.
You did you, Jesse? What did you get? Let me have a look. Setting a brief pause while I get up Chariot to see what Jesse's gotten to overtake me. One more achievement, however, not finished the story yet. You did get all the gadget stuff. And, you've done the speedrunny things and the do things without dying stuff. Yes, what have you started, Dan? I don't know, but I am very tempted to stream Chariot tomorrow. Very tempted. Okay, so yeah, I think I've been challenged.
Maybe it's because we were asleep for so long.
Yeah, you're not meant to be asleep for so long. Hello! Chaos! I like your name. Chaos Cute Soft. That pretty much sums up cats. Welcome to my stream.
Your muscles start to atrophy if you don't use them.
Then, what day is today? Maybe it's the lunar eclipse day. Maybe
Beats
it's New Year's
me.
Eve. But yeah, no one should be kept asleep for that long.
I have no idea.
The Great Chariot Wars of 2019. It sounds very Roman Empire-esque. We should ask the others. Well, what about you guys? Was there anything interesting in the crew quarters or the infirmary?
Nah, nothing in the quarters. Oh well, there was a book about a cat.
A cat?
Yeah.
Aw.
Something about a cat in a box and whether it's dead or alive. Didn't make any sense to me though.
Well, it doesn't really sound like something that's going to help us get out of here.
Yeah, I didn't think so either.
How about the infirmary? Find anything interesting?
Well, actually there was one thing.
What?
I wasn't trying to hide it. The right moment to mention it just never came up.
That's going to be the stuff about Radical 6. You don't need to apologize, just tell us what you found.
See for yourself.
There we go, Radical 6. It's a newspaper article, looks like.
Yeah, it was in the safe in the infirmary.
Let me see that. Radical 6 infection spreads. Cure continues to elude authorities.
What the hell? What's Radical 6?
Just read the article.
He swallowed and began to read. The Radical 6 virus continues to spread across the globe like wildfire. The WHO has confirmed that the death toll is estimated to have passed 100,000 victims. Immediate quarantine of any infected patients is strongly advised. Yes, one of Jesse's early attacks. It's the 99th iteration of Radical Sniper. 6 was a virus. It got out of hand. Do you think we're in a quarantine facility?
You mean you think we got infected with this
Well,
radical
that's what I
six
said
thing?
last time, but no one suggested that.
Oh, come on, you gotta be kidding me.
Well, we don't know anything for sure.
But we have an
But-
infirmary.
Look at us. We seem pretty healthy. Admittedly, I don't know what the symptoms of Radical 6 are.
Maybe dizziness?
But if it's killing people worldwide, they must be horrific. Now, just look at this soft, lustrous skin.
We can't help but look down.
This perfect, shapely face. Does this beauty look like something infected with an awful disease? You want to touch it, don't you, boy?
Okay, that's just slightly
I
disturbing.
can see it in your eyes. Go on. Try.
She's gonna break you. Don't try, she will break you. Indeed, Dio. Well, I'm feeling a little weird.
That could just be from sleeping for a couple of days. Or maybe it's a side effect of that drug. Besides, if this is where they ship people to quarantine them, don't you think there aren't enough, people? This thing is killing people all over the world, right?
Yes, she's talking directly to your soul, Dan.
So why would there only be 9 of us here?
Yeah.
Think
guess you'd have
about
a
it.
point.
Zero is forcing us to play this nonary game.
Unless it's some kind of experiment to try and develop a cure, and there's some kind of weird time loop and it's a bit Groundhoggy Day.
Why would the government quarantine people and then make them play a game?
Also a good point.
Yes, it is.
So you're saying there's no connection between our abductions and this virus?
Probably not.
Well, it's still something we should remember, I suppose. I mean, even if we're safe in here, our friends and family are still out there.
That's true. I hope they're all right.
Wait a minute, when did this virus actually show up? I've never heard of it before.
Neither have I.
Me either.
So what date is it? If this Radical 6 killed hundreds of thousands of people while we were asleep, just how long have we been here for?
I don't think you'll be able to just puzzle that out. If we want the truth, we need to find more information.
But I'm glad people are asking this now, because I was curious. Okay, I think I'll go look around a bit more then. I've already spent plenty of time here
Alice
anyway.
and I are gonna stick around. You know, just in case you miss something. Don't really feel like I can trust your eyes.
Whatever, dude. I turned and headed for the exit. So, we're going to the infirmary. I like it when we get new information. Also, Leaky, does that mean you're not home yet if you're on your phone? That's bad. How's it going? You guys find anything?
Hello, Mr. Sigma. Nothing yet.
Oh.
Well, Alice, Clover, and I did go over this room quite thoroughly. I doubt you'll find any hidden hallways here.
It totally looks like there's something in the roof with those arrows. Why are you back here then?
Well, I was concerned about the lady you found.
Oh, you're home, you're just in the kitchen. That's okay then. I just wanted to check you weren't still travelling. I'm guessing you're making food and tea, which I approve of. I had takeout because it felt like a takeout day.
Who would do such a horrible thing?
Given what we know so far, you're the most likely candidate.
Fi, please, why would I kill this woman?
Hey, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying the evidence points to you right now. If we find more evidence in the future, that could change.
Excuse me. We were so busy earlier that I never got to ask. But do any of you know who she is?
Beats me. I've never seen her before.
Not even in one of your previous time loops?
I don't know her either.
Neither do I. Well, I suppose I might have known her before I lost my memories, but there's no way to know. Is
Can
there?
we please try and take your suit off? Please?
Still can't remember anything?
No. Not even a little.
You better be telling the truth about this amnesia stuff.
Are you suspicious of me too, Sigma?
Of course. Suspicious? Have you looked in a mirror lately? You might as well have suspicious tattooed across your forehead.
If someone ran into you on the street at night, they'd probably pass out from fright.
Or maybe even during the day.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, don't be mean
I
to Kay.
apologize for my frightening appearance.
Can we please try and get the armor off you? Well, it's not really something you need to apologize for. I mean, it's not your fault, right?
No, I suppose not. Well, I assume not. But I'm
what?
not sure why, but none of this feels particularly strange.
Maybe he does have suspicious tattooed on his forehead, and that's why he wears the mask. That is a very good point, Dan. Oh dear. I'm more inclined to believe that he is someone that they all know, or someone famous, or I don't know. Or it's just someone random and they just put armor on him to make him seem suspicious.
The mask and the suit, I mean. In a way, it almost feels natural. I don't feel as though I was forced into it.
Are you saying this is how you always look?
Sorry.
No, I don't think that's it.
Someone famous like a celebrity cameo? I don't know. I don't know, Dan, honestly. I'm hoping we find out soonish.
This might be a pretty obvious question.
There we go,
but
thank you.
Is there any way for you to take it off?
No. I've tried several times, to no avail. I honestly don't even know where to start. Ah, but there is something I'd like to ask of you. There are parts of the suit I can't see. Could you have a look and tell me if perhaps there is a switch or something similar?
Yes! With no further warning, he removed his robe and turned his back to us. Metal butt! It took no time at all to find something of interest. There's a hole here on the back of your head. It says open.
Hole?
Yeah, looks like you insert something. It says open, so maybe if you put some kind of key in there.
You could open up the suit and take the mask off.
I see. That's excellent news. We just need to find whatever it is that goes in there then.
It's definitely some kind of key. Yeah.
Thank you. I feel somewhat relieved. I was beginning to fear I might have to spend the rest of my life like
Maybe
this.
they're like an astronaut or a firefighter or something where they have to wear a suit. A soldier, maybe? Something where they have to wear a suit all the time, which is why they feel comfortable in it.
Wait, a minute ago you said that it felt natural.
Well, it does, but that doesn't mean I want to stay in it forever. Imagine having glasses, for instance.
Easy.
Wearing them doesn't feel strange. You'd hardly want to wear them all the time, forever, would you?
Well, that's a really bad analogy because it's a choice between seeing and wearing the glasses. No, seeing and not seeing. You wear the glasses, you see. Don't wear the glasses, you don't see. I mean, I have contact lenses in, but that's the point. If I couldn't wear contact lenses, I mean, I have to wear the glasses all the time.
That's what wearing the suit is like.
Not a good analogy. I would have thought hat was a good analogy. You don't have to wear a hat. And you wouldn't want to wear them all the time.
Well, I think that's enough about me. Shouldn't we be making our way back to the rendezvous?
Oh shit. I totally forgot. Ooh, no bomb. So bomb in the last one, dead lady in this one.
All the more reason to move along.
Let's hurry. Come on.
So we get something thrown at us each time. I think there's going to be a little more trust this time. So anything but blue. Puzzle. We just did the Ambidex game. We allied, we got our points. We have 5 points because this time we had Luna. We knew she'd ally. So, green or red for this one? Not blue. We should get a choice.
Chromatic doors, 5 minutes.
What the hell? You just thought you'd take your fucking time getting back?
Hey, Dio!
Sorry.
Sorry's not gonna cut it. Did you forget how this works? I'm your partner. Any later, you'd have killed us both.
You should remember that too, Sigma. I can't go through without you. You got back in time, but you need to be more careful.
Okay.
Please
I'm
stop
sorry.
fighting. This isn't the time for that. She's right, you know. The doors have already opened. We need to hurry up and figure out our teams.
So, how should we pair
We're
up?
almost out of time. I'll just explain it as fast as I can. Just like before,
Option A, Alice and I with Luna and go through the green door. I'm happy with that. No, we don't want to pair up with Kay. That would be an interesting thing, because you don't want to go through blue. And Clover! Ooh! Red door. If I get a choice, red door. No, I know you've been to sleep since then. Dan, I spent a lot of time on the talky bit, but yes, no, we've got another puzzle room. So I'm hoping red door, if I get a choice.
3 minutes.
I'm not pairing up with Kay.
Oh? Why not?
We'd end up playing against each other in the next AB game. Last time, you betrayed Clover. How am I supposed to know you won't do the same to me? You can't be trusted.
How unfortunate.
No, I wouldn't get 9 points. I have 5. The maximum I can get is 3. And I don't want to betray Luna.
To be honest, however, I would rather not go with you either.
Yeah?
Okay.
Why's that?
Well, you only have one BP left. I very much doubt you'll choose to ally in the next round.
It's okay.
Even if you promised me you would choose to ally, I'd be in an undesirable situation. You see, I wouldn't be able to choose to betray. If I did, and you were true to your word and allied, I would kill you. So there you are. That is why I do not wish to be paired with Tenmyoji. Of course, for the same reason, I would rather not be paired with Alice.
That's not a problem. Sigma and I will be taking Clover. I trust her more than any of the rest
Yay! Red door!
Yep,
Yeah, Clover and Alice, definitely.
I want to go with Alice too.
Hey, wait a minute. Don't I get a say in this?
I would like to go with Sigma or Phi. They chose Ally last time.
Ooh, I like the sound of that. I'm Phi's partner. You should pair up with us. Sound good?
No.
I am also opposed to that choice.
If Alice and Clover pair up, and Luna and Dio pair up, the rest of us don't have a choice.
And Tenmyoji would go
We'll be
against
stuck
Kay.
with Phi's option C.
I believe I mentioned before that I do not wish to be paired with Tenmyoji.
Yes, that is a very good point. So, I think we're going to end up getting blue or green, and we're going to go green,
Either.
which gives us Luna. What the hell are we supposed to do?
1 minute remaining.
I'm going to have to choose. What just happened? What's wrong, Quark?
it's all over. This is it. We're all gonna die.
Are you all right?
No. No. That's not it. Don't you get it? We aren't gonna die. We have to die. We have to die here. All of us.
What the hell? Oh, snap out of it, kid. Oh, come on, Quark, talk to me.
No, I'm fine. You're the crazy ones. Getting so serious about this stupid game.
Kid keeps on flipping. I mean, it's understandable,
Just
but...
stop. End this. End all of it. End everything.
We need to get
We're
into the
finally getting
infirmary.
somewhere!
No, we don't have time.
30 seconds remain.
We don't have a choice. Quark's with me. I'll carry him through.
But we still haven't figured out who's going where.
I can't afford to be picky anymore. Someone just choose. I don't care who.
Sigma, you have to choose.
What? Why
Please,
me?
Just do it. We don't have any time left.
Okay, if we
9,
pick Clover, that's bad for
8.
Tenmyoji.
7.
I swallowed. I Alice and I will go through the green door with Luna. Alice, Luna, the green door.
Right.
I'm coming.
They both took up for the door and I followed behind at a run. I glanced over my shoulder in time to see the others head into their respective doors. Because, I mean, I respect that Temioji and Kay don't want to be paired together. So, me picking Clover, although I really would like to see Alice and Clover go together. Dan, you got a point that Clover did betray Alice last time. However, I'm in charge of the button and there's no way in hell that I'm betraying Alice because she'd die. I'd rather go with Luna because I'm really hoping she continues her nice streak and allies, because then that would give us 7. Would get me 7 points. And her 7 points. And Alice would be up to 3, which would be safer. Fi, Dio and Kay ducked into the red door, just as Temioji carried Quark through the blue door with Clover right on his heels.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
But yeah, Quark did pick his time then. Yes, no, I do know that. We don't get a chance to talk to them much in the rooms. It's the between stuff that helps. Treatment center. Okay. However, we can choose the other door. In fact, we can just nip up and do the other choice after this game if you really want. But we can choose the other door at any point. Whoa. Is this a dead end?
All 3 doors seem to be locked.
That's unfortunate.
What's this thing here?
It looks like the device next to the number 9 door.
Why don't you try pulling the lever?
Might as well. Oh, we have more trust this time, though. Look at the door on the right.
It opened.
Huh? That doesn't make sense. Why would the one on the right open? How do you open the other 2?
You're probably just overthinking it.
Well, the one in the middle says treatment
That
center.
door opened. That means we're going through it. Bring it on. Don't go soft on me now. I'll leave you behind.
You can't. We're paired.
Come on, Sigma, let's go.
Gallon Bay. Oh, that's because the treatment center is the red door. We get the Gallon Bay. Which just looks like a really empty room with a machine. What is this place?
It is kind of confusing, isn't it? What is it for?
Well, I think it looks like some sort of workroom.
If you say so. We should split up and search it.
We need to find key cards with moon symbols on them, right?
Yes. They should be somewhere in this room.
Alright, let's get to it. Yeah, because we don't really get to talk much when we're in the puzzle room. We don't get much information. But if I really want Temioji to be on my side. I don't know why. Okay, so this has a star handle thing. We know what we're doing with that now. There's my safe. What is that? I got a radio. And an antennae. Nothing happens. It's an electric socket. Sounds like it's working. Could just be the room. Oh, hello. Chevron block. It looks like oil, grease. Yep. That is a robot. It's not an Egyptian mummy. It is a robot. Yeah. So it's sad to hear about the TA streams being discontinued. That's a bit of a bummer. But I guess, you know, if we've not got the time to grow it, it's understandable. Well-made mannequin? No, it's a robot dude. Oh! Yeah, well, they did an announcement in the Discord for the subscribers, which of course not everyone is in. I'm assuming they'll make an announcement on the site tomorrow. But, you know, spoilers. they're stopping the streams because they just can't. They haven't got the if they put more energy into the streams, they lose the time on the site. If they put more time into the site, they lose the time on the streams, and they can't build up the community enough. So they're discontinuing it for now. It might change, and they're probably going to do streams for like. There's a button. Ooh. Ooh! Ooh! I lit up the robot. That is probably a bad idea. Its eyes. Shit, they're glowing red. That's not a good thing. I mean, yeah, the time was terrible because it's basically when everyone's either at work, coming home from work, or just getting up at like lunchtime in America and stuff, and like the middle of the like early morning in Australia. But I thought they were really fun. They were, you know, trying. It's just a shame. So yes, the robot has got red eyes. That is not a good sign. Okay. What the heck are these? Stage. Okay. And there's the door. That will need a keyhole. Oh, hello. We've got some things. Alright. Toolbox. The key, it doesn't turn. Got a rusty key. Oh, let's go put it in the grease. But also first, hello. Battery A. Another chevron. Whoa. Anybody feel dizzy all of a sudden? Okay. I mean, yes, no. It would have made sense to have got someone in just to do the streaming and that sort of thing, but... What did I hit with it? Anything? I'm guessing we can't do anything with this. Oh, and thank you for the follow, Chaos. I feel like there's things underneath that. I'm petting it. Petting doesn't seem to have any effect. Okay. Hello? What are you? Poster. It's a little unsettling. It's definitely a clue. Alright. Hello? Lab coat. Oh dear, come on Alice, stop teasing the poor lad. Binder. Single piece of paper, looks like a list. Cool. Ooh, another lab coat. Something in this pocket, I got another chevron. Something on the label. Harold! Can we call the robot Harold? PC monitor. Single cable. Power cable. Can we connect the radio to the power cable? Woohoo! Try tuning it. Okay. Press the tuning button exactly 4 times. Pressing the check button before then will do nothing. Okay. Poster with an eye on it. We've got RBEMEAICONNI. OSCFENHCOEP. That'll be important. Frequency lists. 700. We don't know what ID we need. I don't want to do lots of things and have it not work. It's a suspicious button! Gotta press that button! Come on! Press the button! 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 Okay, calm down. I pressed the button. Hopefully nothing dangerous is going to happen. There was a something. Something was trying to start up. Bunches of switches. Long platform thing. Okay, hello. Right. Let's put the key in the oil. We have an oil covered key. One day pushing a random button is not going to end well. However, today is not that day. We got some stuff in here. We got a bottle of detergent. A screwdriver! A silver key. Nice. Whereas tomorrow pushing it zeros my gamer score. That's okay, it's a Steam game. Can we combine two? Oh, hello, we can combine them. We made a star! Silver key, screwdriver, bottle of detergent, a name tag. Oh, hello, something written on the back. How do I... Ah, hello. Ooh, ooh, ooh. There we go. 10. One, 1, 0, 1, 0. That's binary. But is it a code? Alright, we've got a battery. Alright, cool. Okay. Is it something we can tune in as a frequency? Yes! 400 hertz. Nope, we want to get to 400. Yes! Woohoo! It's a modem! That was a modem noise. We just dialed into the internet! Oh, thank you for the host, Jono. Much appreciated. Yes, dial up in 2028. Well, yes, but it's a puzzle, so it's a blueprint of this room. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so there's an X. Oh yeah, we can get rid of green sun now. So this X is suspicious. That's where the robot is. That says on off, and that says V. Is this on off or V? I mean, it's some kind of old bunker, so it could be like Russian, like Cold War technology or something. Blueprint. Ah, hang on. Ah! Damn it! Wrong button. I want to get the screwdriver. Here we go. X is this spot. Puddle of oil. Wipe it off. Okay. How can I wipe it off? Just going to try everything. Oh, detergent! Cold water, but also haze compatible? You've lost me there. Detergent on a rag. But don't have a rag. You want me to find a rag? Oh, hang on. Since when can I look on the floor? Why are we trying to eat the file folder? Oh! It's okay. We'll just use one of these. Medical license. Oh, yeah. She's a researcher. She's got to be a researcher. No! Don't go back. Oh, I thought I was being all clever. It's not letting me use the detergent on the coat. That'll be perfect to wipe up the stuff. So where am I supposed to find a rag? Oh, hang on. Star. Block is too big. Damn it. But I was being very clever then. I refuse to be stuck because I need something to wipe something up with. And I've got 3 perfectly good lab coats. Adventure game logic. Yes, indeed. Wow. I just got a whole bunch of Adlaika codes sent to me for like point and clicky games. I mean, Ray's going to be absolutely, you know, what's the word? Happy, enthralled. Either which way, that's Stream Sword for a little while. So, yay. Oh, that's going to be fun. Right, back to why do I not have a rag? Okay, so let's have a look what we've got. We've got battery A, which is blue, which tells me that's going to give us the gold code when we find out what to do with it. Harold's name tag, which gave us the frequency on the radio, which gave us the room thing. Detergent. Oops. A screwdriver. A silver key. And a star. I'm just going to try combining some things. You just got finished going through all the codes. Oh my god, Jesse. That sounds rather... like, terrible. Okay. I just don't want to have not tried something that looks like it could have gone together. Okay. So, battery. You know what? I'm just going to see if it'll let us put the battery in the robot. No. Okay. Right. Ooh, screws. Screws. Oh, come on. How many codes were invalid and how many codes were for the wrong game? Also, did you pick out your codes? A 100 mislabeled. Why is he eating a pot? Oh, hello, we got slapped there. I just felt like there's something more on these shelves, but it just doesn't want to do anything. There's nothing with this platform. And there's a button which I can't really do anything with. And the computer. Radio, we don't need anymore. Come on! Let me use the white jacket with detergent! Why won't you let me use the white jacket with the detergent? I know, right? I mean, it's the only cloth. It just said we need a piece of cloth. Why weren't... We're nowhere near codes on there. But we should at least get some good info. Frequency list. Rough sketch of the room. V on off. We haven't used this poster. Ugh, can't use it with anything. But is it telling us anything? It's a red eye. Ooh, Jess is hosting. Thank you, Jess. I got lots of hosts today. I'm popular. And it's really weird because this is a random Monday stream just because I really wanted to play this game. Oh, my nose is really cold and it won't let me pick up a cloth, which is annoying. B. Icon. Ben. I like that the top bit says a brain memory. Okay. So, red eye, which means that it's probably to do with the robots. Is this like when it had like red moon on that other wall? Can we look at the robot again? Of course we can. A roboty thing. And we can look there. And then it'll tell me there's a puddle of oil. But I need to wipe something up. And I can't seem to click on anything else particularly. Even though it sort of looks like there's something up here. And I've got the screwdriver on, which would make the most sense. So there's the robot, which we need something to wipe up the oil. There's this star thing. The keypad is the safe, which will contain the file with the blue code and the key to get out of the room with the green code. It will be the last puzzle we solve. So it's not going to be that. The only star that we have doesn't fit. So that's there. So yeah, this is the safe. We pressed the button and it lit up. Sorry, got a message from Jessie which is too long to read on my phone. So 2 seconds. Okay, you've looked up the next bit. Okay, so tell me this. Have we already seen the cloth and I'm just being completely silly and haven't done the right interaction? Actually, no. Tell me, is it the lab coats? Because I just have to know if it's the lab coats. And if it is the lab coats, I'm going to have to say, please tell me how the hell you get them. I haven't seen the cloth. Okay, that's cool. I guess the question is, why haven't I seen the cloth? Because it probably means that I'm missing something. Alright. Do I already have the thing that I need to do next? And is this the on-off? That's the on-off. So the V... Is the V the door then? In that... So if that's the robot, V is the door. And the on-off is the computer. I do already have the thing to do next. Okay, that's awesome. I have a key. I feel like I need to find the thing that the key goes in. And I won't see it until I do something else. But I have the thing. Okay, I'm satisfied with that. Oh, she's trying to hack the computer. Okay. I'm assuming I can't do anything with the lab coats. It's a large red button. Not what I wanted to do. What I wanted to do was try the battery with it. Nope, no, does not work there. Is something missing? Yes, clearly. Okay. I don't seem to be able to do anything with this. I won't see it until I do something else. Is there something I've not clicked on yet? Oh, I will scream when I find out what it is. It's really cheap. Is there some way to make that fit in the hole? Very close, okay. I guess that's the thing. Is there some way to make that fit in the hole? I've tried everything with the oil, so I'm not getting anywhere with that. have already pressed the button. It won't let me do it again. I haven't already done... What? Sorry, what am I... I tried almost everything. Oh, okay. I thought I had tried everything. No, I have tried everything with the oil. I haven't maybe tried everything with the robot. Hang on. I thought I also had tried everything with the robot. I've definitely tried everything with the robots. Tried everything with this thing, and it won't fit. The bottle in the inventory is detergent, which will clean the oil, but I need cloth. And apparently I cannot use one of the 3 lab coats hanging up, because that would just be too simple. Ow. Can I combine it with another item? I think I tried everything, but I will try. And the answer is no. I cannot combine that with anything. Can remove screws. Not that I found any screws. Oh, you're misreading. You're misreading badly. Okay. Okay. Electric device, which makes me think, you know, and Harold, which had the frequency on the back. So, open a drawer. I haven't even found a drawer. So, we did the frequency list and got the sketch of the room, and we have this poster which we haven't used yet. And apparently there's no drawer somewhere, which I'm guessing is what the key is for. I'm not seeing a drawer. Oh! Oh, well that's just annoying. Oh look, I got a tablet. I bet that's what I put the battery in. It's probably locked. I just missed an entire section. That's annoying. Oh, and disregard everything else you said. Okay. Oh look! Now I can put the star in this hole. And it probably opened the middle drawer. And I got a handle, which opens the cupboard thing. Oh, I can't believe I missed like an entire bit. Oh, that was just really poor thinking on my part, wasn't it? Alright, let's combine the blue battery with the tablet. Really? Oh, come on! Fine, let's use this handle with the star. I still think they should have let me use the lab coats. Something's coming down from the ceiling. More robots! Hello. hello, you're holding something. I got battery B. Murdering robots. Yeah. Definitely real robots. Can we unscrew them? Okay, well we got... Those ones are wearing pants. I'm stealing his pants! Now that's a quote. Why the hell would you hide a diary in your crotch? And Alkesh just said maybe the robot was built for peace rather than war. I think you mean love rather than war. Oh, I really want a screenshot of that. Sorry, more messages from Jesse. Okay. Remove these shots of obfuscation and let us gaze upon this so-called hose. Alright, here goes. Hiya! Boxes! Alright, combine the boxes with the detergent, because ew. It's not hiding anything. It's a letdown. I'm sorry, that was just freaking hilarious. Okay, right, let's use detergent soap boxes. That's not the detergent soap boxes, is it? That's the battery card. Oh dear. Ooh. 120V. No, it's upside down. 120 volts. You know what? That really doesn't make it any easier to understand. Oh, hello. Ah. Supply the correct voltage by collecting the wires. Ah, so we need to do 120 volts. Okay. Right. Where are we connecting from to? Right, there we go. That's 145. That's not right. $115. Still not right. $175. $105. Well, we're not going to get 120 volts going through that. That's 180, so that's way too many volts. $140. Still not right. Okay. So that's a 40. Alright, so no, not gonna work, so yeah. That's never going to work because that just is not. $170. Come on, brain, you can do maths. I need to get 120 volts. That's 100. It's not good. $130. The 10's not connected. Disconnect that. But what if the 10 was connected? Probably. Would have to do the 30. I realise this might not be quite right. I just want to see what happens. We don't want that 30. Yeah, the question is how. Remove 35, add 5. Ah! Thank you! I was like, how can I remove? Yes, okay. How? Yeah, I need the not 30. So yeah, remove 35 out of that. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Dalkesh. Thank you, Dan. It's Monday. My brain has not been doing well. Aww. Luna likes us. Pre-boot sequence. Please press the power button. Yes! Let's power up the creepy robots! Woo! Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Gotta push that button. Push that button. I'm not going to betray Luna. And there's no way in hell she would kill Alice, so I'm getting another 2 points. Their eyes. Oh, hello. Hello. Clue. Right, okay. Which side do we start? Let's try this one first. Okay, so. Does help. Okay, so the left eye and both eyes. Ah! Okay, so left eye, both eyes. Left eye, right eye, right eye. Left eye, right eye, right. Oh my god, I can't read this. B-E-A. C-O-N. Beacon. Two eyes. I'm just going to say right. Yes, beacon. Two eyes. Right, right. O-S-F-N. No eyes. Left, right. Eyes. Left. Right. No. O-E. O-S-F-N-O-E. There's not LL in any of them. O-S-F-N-O-E doesn't make sense. E-O-N-F-S-O also doesn't make sense. B-A-C-O-N does make sense. Aha! Hang on a minute. Alright. B E-A-C-O-N. Yeah, hang on. No, what I've done is this is the other side. So turning it upside down, left, right, no eyes. I know what it's going to say. It's going to say Beacon of Hope. Turning that upside down, that's left, left, both eyes. It says Beacon of Hope. I did pretty well. What did you think it was going to say, Dan? But also, yes, left, right, none, left, left, both. Yeah, Beacon of Hope. Oh, exactly that. Gotcha. Cool. Oh, left, left, not LL. Oh, the leftover letters spell something. So, REM in is sense? What? Oh, reminiscence. Oh, clever. Very clever. Reminiscence. What else follows Beacon? Reminiscence, as in remembering. Okay, so Beacon of Hope with the eyes, but then what do we do with that? Also, I might be able to have two screens of... No, I don't have two screens of that. Okay. What do we do with Beacon of Hope? Ooh, hello. Did I just unscrew something? The battery's going. Okay, so combine with firstly blue. Okay. Okay, then combine with red. Enter the password, press enter. Okay. Wait. Ram E Ne Sense. Ha! That's the blue code. I was like, hang on, I could put Beacon of Hope in, but yeah, that was such a good spot, Alkesh. That is such a good spot. Oh yeah, look, we can see the back. That's the blue password. Okay, now we're going to try it again. And then go for Beacon. I was like, what are we doing with this? And then I'm like, hang on a minute, I've got the tablet I haven't used. Beacon of Hope. Teamwork, you see? Teamwork. By which I feel stupid and everyone else gives me the answers. And that's the other password. Okay, so I've got a tablet and a name tag. But we now get to play with the safe. So, Galambe. Okay, moons. Let's have a look at some files, and then I'm going to get some tea. Let's get the files first, and then before we open the other safe, when we open the other one, we'll okay. Which page? Aha! Alright. Golem. We've got the golem is an anthropomorphic creature from Jewish folklore. Golems are made from clay and will obey any orders given to them by their creators without question, although they tend to take their instructions very literally. Golem is created by performing a holy ritual, then kneading the clay into the shape of a person, chanting a spell, and writing the Hebrew word emet, truth, on the golem's forehead. Erasing the E changes the word to met, which is the Hebrew for death. Doing this deactivates the golem. One of the golems found in the nunnery game facility. He is discovered lying on the maintenance table in the golem bay. His product ID is GTM CMGOLM. He has to be referred to by the last bit, which of course is GOLM. Much to his surprise, this ends up being pronounced like golem anyway. On a side note, GTM-CM-G-OLM stands for Golem Type Male Cockney Model Number G-OLM. Hang on. Chinese room. Oh, I know about the Chinese room. The Chinese room was in the Turing test. The Chinese room is a thought experiment developed by American philosopher John Searle to contest some of the ideas about artificial intelligence. The experiment itself is explained in more depth in the game. The general idea behind it is to pose the question, do intelligent responses indicate actual understanding? Searle contests that a computer could be programmed to respond intelligently in conversation with humans, so much so that it would seem to be human itself, but it would not necessarily, or perhaps could not, actually understand what it was saying. Of course, this raises the question, how can we know that human minds are not in essence Chinese rooms? Can we just really say that we understand the things we say? Or are we just simulating understanding? That's very heavy for a Monday morning. Turing test! The Turing test game was so good. Except for it giving me nausea on one of the puzzles. That was annoying. You understand the Chinese room, therefore you are not artificial intelligence, Dan. The Turing testers decide to gauge a computer's ability to exhibit intelligent behaviour, first developed by British mathematician Alan Turing. The test has 3 participants, a human judge, a human subject and a machine. The judge engages in conversation with the human and the machine, and if the judge cannot determine who is the machine and who is the human, the machine is considered to have passed the Turing test. When Phi mentions that perhaps she and her companions have been captured to perform a test, she's referring to the Turing test. I don't quite remember her saying that, but there you go. Supplementary AB rules. Ooh. Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote, then every bunny gets penalised. In other words, one person out of every colour group of 3 has to vote. So, when they said it's automatic ally, they lied? Golem! An acronym for General Purpose Autonomous Labour Electronic Machine. Spelt labour wrong. Golems are robots developed and sold by an American corporation called Hephaestus Systems. Some of the units in this facility, however, have had their software significantly enhanced by Zero Senior. A portion of them also been given ABT, created by Zero Senior. Incidentally, ABT is short for Artificial Biological Tissue. Someone in the game is a robot, and I don't think it's the guy in the suit. Someone in the game is a robot. Who do we think the robot is? The child? Now, the child gets Radical 6 and is scanned as a human male. As does Alice get scanned as Radical 6 in the previous path that I went down. I mean, it could be Kay. It could be me. It could be Phi. It's probably not Clover, because we know Clover. Golem's story, the point. The gist of Golem's somewhat rambling explanation is that the centre of thought doesn't necessarily have to reside in the body. In the case of Golem, the self clearly resided in the mainframe and operated the body remotely. Since a self-aware robot could exist this way, he theorised, what would prevent humans from doing the same? If humans are actually being controlled by an outside force, then is there actually any such thing as free will? Ooh, good question. Yeah, but I thought it was alive. Okay, we're just going to get some tea, and I'll be right back. Have some slightly creepy music. honestly, there's some pretty creepy music coming out of the game as well. So, there we go. Right. Oh, got my tea. Let's put this final code in. So, sun, star. This should give us something else as well as the key and the key cards. But yes. I got the key. My precious. Because it's the golem bait. It's a map! It says floor B. Oh yes, of course. It's got some arrows on it. Okay, so, moon cards. Okay, we still give one to Luna. A note. More AB go. Oh, this is the one we just got. Not voting is not an option. Everybody gets penalised. Everybody. Okay. What's this thing? Oh! 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 I know what this thing is! This is the key to unlock Kay's helmet! Take it with us! No, it's the key for... We can unlock Kay's head! Oh my god, this is like the most exciting ending so far. Go ahead and open the door. I might finally get stabbed. Oh dear, yes, I might finally get stabbed. But we also might find out who Kay is. I'm so excited. It's ironic though, it's the first thing.
Now, hold up, Governor.
It's the robot. Was that you, Luna?
No.
Then Alice?
You honestly think a voice that coarse could come from a throat as fine as this?
Then...
Hey, that was me, mate. Oi, over
He's
here.
a Cockney robot, of course.
Sigma, look. What is that?
Oh, blimey, that hurts. Ain't right for a fellow's back to feel like this.
It's a robot.
And it's talking.
With an accent.
Can't help it, Flower. Didn't choose to talk like this. Not by half. Now, Alice, darling, do I rightly recollect you characterising my speech as coarse? Why, that's right cruel it is. You really think I asked for this? See, they figured they'd give us all what you call them, personality. Some tosser
Sounds a bit
thought they'd give
Texan.
me this one. It ain't right, I tell you.
So what the hell are you?
Cooper.
If you're a barrel maker, I'm an astronaut.
Right you are, me old son, right you are. Well, go on, have a butcher's, mate. What do I look like to you? Robot, you say? Well,
Golem.
nearly there, but they call us golems round here.
Golem?
Oh, I've heard of golems. They're sort of monsters, I guess, from Jewish folklore. They're made from clay, and they look like men. They're supposed to do whatever their master, or creator, or whatever commands them to do.
This is how I sound to you lot up in the north. Don't rightly think so.
Well, aren't you a
'Cause
clever
I'm
bird?
from the Midlands. I'm not from London. Well, technically I'm a Londoner now because I've been here since 2006. But I was born in the middle of the Midlands.
You are, of course, correct.
And technically, I'm half Geordie, so I'm as north as you get, except for Scotland. And my godmother's Scottish. I'm half Geordie and I'm half pork pie. Because my mum's from Northumberland and my dad is from the place where they make pork pies. Which has literally escaped my head right now. And I always know this. I just know it's where the pork pies are made.
The Golem of Myth is a clay creation that moves under its own power. Our spellings are might different, though. The original blokes are spelt G-O-L-E.
Melton Mowbray!
But me and me mates are G-A-U-L-E.
It's Monday.
That's an acronym for General Purpose Autonomous
Oh,
Labour
we just found all this out because we got
Machine.
the thing out of the safe.
Truth to tell, it's a bit rubbish when you write it out all like that. But I figure they wanted to make sure they had the Golem thing in there, you know? What with us being robots and all.
Sorry, getting distracted by Discord. So, should I just call you Golem?
That don't seem quite kosher. After all of me mates here are golems too. I couldn't very well call all of you lot human, could I?
What should we call you then?
Well, we've all got a product ID, and they're unique. I figure that's as good a name as any.
And your ID is?
GTM-CM-G-OLM.
What?
That's way too long. We can't remember that.
What? You taking a mickey out of me? Never had a problem myself. Right then, let's just use the last bit, shall we?
G-O-L-M?
Gollum.
Come on, man. That's just Golem. I knew it where pork pies were made. No, my brain is just having a Monday fuzz.
Well, I'll be buggered. Can't say I ever noticed that before. Sure, it's a strange coincidence, isn't it?
Alright, Golem. You said Alice Darling a bit ago?
What? A gentleman can't say something nice to a pretty young bird, eh?
Can't remember how far north you are, Dan. I mean, general, not specifics, because, you know. No, I don't care if you call her Darling. What I'm saying is, you called her Alice. How did you know her name?
Oh, she ain't the only one of you lot whose name I know. I know who you are, Sigma, and you too, Luna. I'm right familiar with all 9 of you.
How?
You don't know? Oh, they got cameras all over this place. Well, then again, the lenses aren't much bigger than a screw, and they're all hidden away, so I suppose I can't really blame you for missing them, huh? Now, as I was saying, there were these cameras, you see. And all of the data they record gets sent off to the mainframe in real time. So, I just gave the main core a ring, got those videos, and now I know everything you've done.
Manchester Blackpool way? Manchester Blackpool way. Manchester way. Yeah, southeast of Manchester. I thought it was. I think I've been there.
Does
Then.
that mean...
You're Zero Junior?
Cool, blimey. Are you bleeding serious? Well, you gotta be off your box if you think I'm young Master Zero.
Quarantine zone. That's good. Yeah.
The young master is a right proper AI what supervises all the electronic bits and bobs in this place. My humble self and those with the misfortune to be like me are more akin to computer terminals who are merely borrowing a little bit of the central core.
So golems are kind of like Zero Junior's servants.
No, not quite, Governor, not quite.
That's not how you spell governor. It's G-U-V apostrophe N-R.
I'd say me and me mates here are more like arms and legs, right? Now, you lot don't have brains in your arms and legs, do you?
Of course not.
Right you are, missus. It'd be all sorts of nasty if your elbows and that lumpy bit on your ankle was all packed with brains.
That's the ankle bone. Clicks often. Don't have a brain.
Well, we're like your arms or legs. The Golem's seat of consciousness, so to speak, ain't in the head. Fact of the matter is, it's not anywhere in the body, which makes a fellow wonder, where is it?
In the mainframe?
Spot on. So that part of me what thinks is in the mainframe. Everything this here body sees and hears and what have you, that all gets sent back there. Then the mainframe does some sort of computery jiggery pokery and comes up with some decisions, and those decisions beget commands. Now those commands are sent over the wireless like whoop whoop whoop, and eventually my body
Maybe
picks them
that's
up.
why Fi knows things, because she's a computer.
Finally,
Robot,
those commands
Golem.
cause actions what move the various bits in my body.
Luna being a medical professional.
That's why this thing's like a computer terminal, you see. The body's just an output
Maybe it's me.
device of sorts. If we were talking about one of them personal computers here, you could say a golem's kind of like a monitor, right?
Huh? Oh, wait a minute. Then wouldn't that make you part of Zero Junior?
Well, I suppose you could say that. What with us sharing the mainframe and all. But I don't know shit all about this game he's running. That part of the mainframe's locked away from the rest of us. I'm an independent core. Zero and I are two different blokes. You recollect what Golem stands for, huh? I'm autonomous.
But if that's the case, your hands and feet analogy doesn't really make sense. My arms and legs aren't autonomous. They don't just move on their own.
You sure, Governor? I watched you cross your arms just now. And now you're frowning and your forehead's getting all wrinkly. Do you do these things on purpose? Well, when you crossed your arms, were you thinking, right then, let's cross them, shall we?
We do some automatic actions.
Curl on down then, mouth. Oh, and eyebrows. I'd be much obliged if you'd squeeze in a bit. There's a good pair of blokes.
Because you've got subconscious and conscious
That's
actions.
what you was thinking, innit? No? Didn't reckon so. I figured you did all of that subconsciously.
So they're like Zero's
Ain't no man
subconscious?
on earth who says to himself, feeling a mite nervous, I'll just twitch me leg around a bit, you know?
I mean, sometimes I consciously do subconscious. Yes, breathing is thankfully automatic, though there are some computer games that make you do
Who's thinking
breathing
real
things,
hard
like
about
literally make you
something
breathe
and
in
says
and
to
out.
themselves,
Like one way you had to control the arms and the legs of a dead person and breathe.
well, think I'll just give the old loaf a scratch, that'll help. How's about when you reach for your tea, when you turn a page in your book?
That's somewhat conscious.
Or what about when your eyes just go straight for the pear on that bird you fancy?
Cheeky bugger.
Yeah, the list goes on, me chums. But all of those things are your subconscious at work. Now, true, when part of your body does something, it's because your brain said so. But that don't mean your conscious mind is involved. Fact is, it can't be. If your brain had to deal
Blinking
with all
as
the
well as
piddly
another
bits of
fairly
living, it'd
subconscious
make you
thing.
balmy.
And your organs, Like, you know, your lungs process air, your heart beats and pumps blood around your body, your brain processes chemicals and sends out electrical signals. That's all, yeah, okay. It would have been a better analogy that they're organs.
Young master get along. You got it all sorted now, chums?
Then you're saying that Zero Jr. is the central part of the mainframe, and the golems are like his hands and feet?
Righto! Blimey.
Though sometimes you think about breathing and you've disabled the automation. Yes. Same with blinking and some stuff. But I think it would be probably better thinking about like brain and organs, because that's truly controlled. That's truly autonomous. That's a word that I don't like saying. Oops.
Guess I shouldn't be talking about such heavy rubbish, eh? My shoulders are all stiff.
You're a robot. How can your shoulders get stiff?
And you said your back hurt earlier. Are you just messing with us?
Yes, I did. And no, I ain't. Me back is alright mess, it is. Last maintenance check, they just left me here. I've been on this bed here for years.
Oh.
The lubricant for me joints is all gummed up.
Explains where it's leaking.
Every time I move, it hurts.
But why did you wake up again after all this time?
Because we turned him on.
Why do you think, love?
Also, that means that the group that came here last time turned him on and then didn't bloody tell us.
Because you lot turned me on is why. Especially that other missus over there.
Okay. Oh yeah, that button on top of the safe.
Right you are, Governor.
Can you come with us then?
Maybe you didn't have to press that button.
The others need to see this.
No, I can't, and more's a pity. I can only go as far as this cable here will let me.
Oh.
I got internal batteries, but they're knackered. Matter of fact, that's why I was here for maintenance in the first place.
Yes, turned on without sufficient lubrication. Poor robot.
The same goes for these other blokes too. Of course, they ain't connected to a power cable like I am, so they aren't going anywhere anytime soon.
I see. So you aren't going to answer my question?
Huh? What question is that?
I asked you how your shoulders can get stiff if you're a robot.
Right, so you did. Not sure why you've got to bug up your arse about that particular issue, though.
Well, I mean, I guess it's not really important, but I'm just curious, I suppose.
Curious, are you? Oh, that's a good word, that is. A good, powerful word. The kind of word that will set any robot's heart to flutter. Let's get you sorted then, shall we? Just lend me your lords and peers for a tick. So, how can a robot get stiff shoulders? And what does pain mean to a robot? Tell me, Guff, you ever heard of the Chinese room?
Yes. Without waiting for an answer, Gon launched into his explanation. Somewhere, a pretty young girl is trapped in a tiny room. The door of the room has a slot that a number of Chinese people outside the room can use to slide slips of paper to the girl. On the pieces of paper are questions written naturally in Chinese. Unfortunately, the young lady has no idea what the questions say. But then how could she? She's never learned Chinese. Apart from a Hong Kong action movie or two in college, she's never even heard of it. Never even heard it. So for this unfortunate young lady, each note looks like nothing more than a bunch of strange symbols. Before she was locked away, she was given an order. Specifically, she was told to write an appropriate response to each question she received and slip that answer back through the slot. Once the Chinese questions began to show up, however, she finds herself at a loss. Oh dear, she says to herself, why can't I read these at all? Whatever am I to do? It is at that moment she spots a bookshelf. The bookshelf is filled with thick books. Upon examining them, she discovers that there are some sort of Chinese phrase books. They have no explanation about what anything means, but show Chinese responses to Chinese questions. Am I supposed to use these? The questions keep coming, more and more and more of them. She finds the set of characters that correspond to the set of characters on the paper and carefully writes out the indicated response. How's it going? It's awful, please get me out of here. Are you hungry? Yes, I am. I haven't eaten anything since breakfast. Here they give us some twice cooked pork. Are you full? Yes, although I don't think my stomach liked it very much. Do you have a boyfriend? Yes, I'm dating a reggae dancer. When was your first kiss? When I was 14, he was a grade ahead of me in school. What colour of underwear are you wearing? Black. What's the first thing you're going to do when you get out of this room? Beat the stuffing out of whoever's sending me these questions with the pan you cooked that twice cooked pork in. All of these questions were written in Chinese, and the answers were also written in Chinese. All the young lady did was accurately copy the symbols from the phrase books onto the slips of paper, with no idea what any of it meant. Incidentally, she doesn't have a dancer boyfriend. In fact, she's never kissed a boy. Also, she's wearing white underwear. Anyway.
Yes?
Is there any particular reason this girl is, pretty? Or why we need to know what color underwear she's wearing?
Can't say there is. Just tickles me fancy, I guess. But the prettier the bird is, the more fun the story is, isn't it?
Exactly.
What?
What?
Yeah.
Right. Well, what I wanted to say was this.
Sorry.
All them Chinese blokes outside the room didn't know nothing about them books what she had. So it follows that they would have thought whoever was inside spoke Chinese just like them. You see? After all, far as they can tell, they're having a nice little chinway with one of their countrymen.
Okay, interesting. But what does that have to do with your shoulders or a robot feeling pain?
You thick? I feel pain when my body's having a spot of bother. Well, hold on, mate, this ain't right. We keep this up and we're buggered. If things go really pear-shaped, we'll be brown bread. So says the central computer to itself, seeing that things are a bit bollocksed. In the interest of extricating my body from this unpleasant predicament, the mainframe sends out a signal over the wireless. And my software interprets that signal as pain, and I stop doing whatever daft thing I was doing. It's the same, innit? Just like the Chinese room.
So you're saying the robots feel pain differently than humans, right?
Use your loaf, missy. You listen to a word I've said. A human feels pain when you do something you shouldn't, like sit your bum down on a tack, right?
Ow.
Same thing for us robots.
And sit on my ankle. Yeah, I feel pain. And my knee. But mainly I just squashed my ankle. That was really stupid, sorry.
If you feel like being clever about it, there ain't really that much different between a human and a robot. Forget all about that mainframe and signal box. And us golems ain't
it was
that
really
different
silly of
from the
me.
bird in
I was
the
just,
room.
getting all excited about the robot.
So think about it now. How do you know humans ain't the same, just without all the electronic-y pony, huh? What if, when someone asks you a question, all you're doing is pulling out the right answer from some sort of phrase book in your brain? Ain't no way to prove that, of course, but far as I can see, there ain't no reason to. I mean, it's all the same, innit? If you're actually a thinking creature, or if you're just some kind of language processing machine. All what matters is if the person next to you does what a human ought. looks like a person, acts like a person, and talks like a person.
Exactly, Jesse. We're all robots.
You want to live a normal life? That's all you need to know.
I'm not sure. I think they'd have to design some really messed up robots for me to be a robot. Hey, can I ask you something?
Lay it on me, Governor.
Why'd you stop us?
Ah, right you are, mate. Right you are. Got so carried away I near forgot. I haven't seen anyone for yonks, and I got a mite excited is all.
That's okay.
Just spit it out.
Right. Well, there was something I wanted to tell you lot.
What was it?
Patience, darling. Now, I know I might look a bit out of sorts in a moment, but I ain't really supposed to. Same thing for the rest of the blokes here. Fact is, the reason we look a bit like skeletons is because we are a bit like skeletons. There's this special artificial biological tissue what's called ABT. When a golem's all new and shiny, they've got a nice suit of ABT over that metal skeleton. Makes us look right human, it does. Even feels like real skin, with pores, a little bit of hair, and a few pimples, scars and the like. Truth to tell, I doubt you'd be able to tell the real from the fake, even if it was right in front of you. See, right in the middle of...
Command violation.
Right in the middle of. Right in the middle
Rogue
of.
Processes detected. Product ID GTMCM.
You're a bit delayed there, right, Bot?
GOLM. Executing emergency deactivation.
No! Golem!
Unit GTMCMGOLM. Now inactive. No other rogue processes detected in additional Golem platforms. Returning to surveillance mode.
Did Zero just shut him down?
It looks like it.
He was about to tell us something. Damn it! Does this unit have a soul? I don't know. We should have a minute of silence for Gollum. Was that a minute? Okay.
Wonder what he was trying to tell us.
He was trying to tell you that one of the 9 is actually a Gollum in a skin
See,
suit.
right in the middle of...
Right in the middle of what?
An ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until ambidex
People
gate
went in
portal
without us?
closes.
What the hell?
Someone on the other team must have opened it.
Shit, why would they do
We
that?
have to hurry.
Right, let's go. We haven't had any time to explore B deck. Where was I? We pushed through the magenta door and ran into the warehouse. Okay, we've got a choice coming up. Ally or betray. They're very short, endy things. Well, because... No, I don't know why because. Because if we pick ally and Luna betrays us, Alice is dead. If we betray... We're getting to the stabby bits. We might actually get an actual ending. That would be cool. There stood Phi, Dio, and K. Hey! What the hell, guys?
Why did you open the AB gate before everyone got back?
I apologize. We only turned away for a moment.
Dio opened it.
You got a problem with that?
Of course we do.
Why? I don't remember us all promising we wouldn't open the thing until everyone showed up.
This isn't about promises. Are you stupid or just an asshole?
Probably both. We were able to get back here in time. But what about the others? Tenmyoji, Quark, and Clover are still out there somewhere. What were you planning to do if they didn't get back in time?
Nothing. Why would I have to do anything? Didn't you hear the voice? Anybody who doesn't get back in time to vote just gets their vote automatically set to ally. Seems pretty straightforward to me.
No, we got the additional
What
rules.
if they don't get back in time? They'll all get set to ally and all three of them will get 2 BP.
No,
Sounds
no.
like a sweet deal to me.
That's not the truth, though. They'll both get penalized, and that means Tenmyoji dies.
Tenmyoji's only got 1 BP. I figure he'll be pretty happy to get 2 more. And that'll put Quark and Clover up close to 9. So that's not too bad for them either. In other words, they ought to be thanking me.
Didn't you guys find a note?
What? What's this?
We found it in our safe.
Here
Read it.
are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote, then every bunny gets penalized. In other words, 1 person out of every color group of 3 has to vote. What the hell, man? This wasn't in our room. Back me up here, guys.
He's right.
Yeah, it's the first time we'd heard of it.
There was no such note in our safe.
Also, we totally have Kay's key. Can we please open his head? You know what I mean.
Oh, well, damn. That's a bummer. I'd never have opened the gate if I'd known about this. Of course.
Really? Really?
I'm worried about the others. If time runs out,
They'll be penalized, yes.
Yes, but will we be penalized?
Quark is part of that team. Maybe something happened with him.
He seemed a little off before we headed into the chromatic doors.
This is bad.
I think I bit my tongue at some point today. It hurts. Hey, wait a minute. Where's Alice? She was here just a minute ago. Oh, she's hiding over there. It took me only a moment to spot her. She was several yards away, kneeling to look down at something on the floor. What was she looking at? I couldn't tell. No, the dead lady's not going to be a robot. Maybe the dead lady was a different contestant and a robot took her place, in which case Kay could be a robot inside a skin suit inside an armor. I was about to head over and see what was going on when... Thank God for that. Whoa, hey guys.
Quark! Has Quark been here?
Oh shit.
Did something happen to him?
He disappeared.
Disappeared? What do you mean?
He's gone. We can't find him anywhere. When was the last time you saw him?
Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
We were heading back here.
Tenmyoji and I went into the lounge, but Quark didn't follow us.
We turned around and started calling for him, but...
When he didn't respond, we ran back the way we'd come.
And you couldn't find him?
Right.
We thought maybe he just hadn't seen us go into the lounge.
So we checked the crew quarters and the infirmary.
But he wasn't there either.
Please don't be the thing behind the things that Alice is looking at. That would be really bad.
All right, we need to split up. If we can't find him in any of the Floor A rooms, we'll move to Floor B.
But we've only got 40 minutes or so.
Okay.
We should
I
really
need to go tell Alice. You guys go on ahead.
Right, you do that. Hey, Quark! Quark! Do we find a bomb? No, I think the robot was our thing. The dead lady and the robot in this playthrough. But we totally saw the back of Kay's head. He's not here. I checked both rooms.
He's not in the other two. There's no one here.
Tamioji and Kay are in the lounge, and Dio and Luna should be checking the infirmary. Okay.
Right. Okay. Let's leave that to them and head to floor B.
Unless he went back to the lab. Was he in the lab or was he in the garden? Maybe he went to the lab to get that chemical. He went through red door with Dio and Kay, right?
Yeah. So?
Oh, that's the lab. What was on the other
You
side
wanna
of that
see
door?
it?
Yeah, maybe.
Fine.
No,
Follow me.
that was the lab. It's the only one we've not been in. And the infirmary. It says pantry. No, wait, pantry. Hang on a minute.
The pantry.
So, depending on who goes through the door, we get a different room, or depending on... Depending on who pulls the lever, we get a different room?
That drawer over there is stuffed with processed food. Wasn't half bad, actually.
You ate it?
Yeah. There was some paella, nasi goreng, schnitzel, yukejang, borscht, and tom kha gai. Oh, and I ate the chef's pasta, too.
That's a lot of food.
Can't help it. I'm a growing girl.
How old are you?
20, I think.
So she's younger than Clover. I don't even know where to start here. 1. By the time you hit 20, you're done growing. 2. You think you should be old enough to know how old you are. I keep on forgetting how old I am. And 3. How on earth are you 20? You look like you're 13 if you're a day. Can't believe you're only 2 years younger than me.
Now that's funny. You must have done a lot of drugs to look like that at 22.
You try and use the growing lad excuse still, do you, Leaky? I just go with, I'm an adult. I can eat what I like. Oh, give me a break, you little punk.
Don't call me little. I'm an adult, you dried up asshole.
Okay. Yeah, fine, whatever. So this place has enough food to keep people alive for a few years, huh? Looks like this stuff isn't going to expire anytime soon. Well, I did wonder what we were going to do about food. We haven't found any toilets or water, but food is good.
Yeah. The use-by date is about 100 years from now.
How about water?
There's a tank over there.
Aha.
It looks like they're pulling it out of some kind of well.
Is it safe?
Well, since Dio isn't rolling around on the floor in agonizing pain, I'm gonna go ahead and assume it's okay.
Oh, can we make him roll around on the floor in agonizing pain? I think that would be perfect. You made him drink it to make sure it was
I
safe?
guess you could say that.
So you ate all the food without second thought, but the water struck you as potentially dangerous.
No, I was careful with the food, too. Dio had some of it first, and it seemed fine, so I... Oh, I almost forgot. I
What?
ate something else. Twice cooked pork.
Okay. Oh, for God's sake. Why the hell are you shouting about that? Wait a minute. Twice cooked pork?
What is it?
Well, that just reminded me of something. The Chinese room!
Reminded you of what?
This might seem hard to believe it.
Bullshit.
Oh, come on. At least let me tell you first. Alright. I explained how we'd found a room called the Golem Bay on the other side of the green door, and how we'd met a robot there called Golem, who told a very interesting story. So, we could have possibly gone through the blue door this time and gotten a very different... Hang on a minute. We had the option to go through 3 doors, yet there's only a 2 thing split. Surely it should be 3 if there's 3 doors. But we could have gone through the blue door and got a different room, potentially.
So the golem guy was turned off just when he was about to tell you something.
Entirely possible. Free will.
So the last thing he said was, see, right in the middle of... Right in the middle. Middle could be from Middle Kingdom, which is another name for China.
Well, this was utterly pointless.
Really? I don't think so.
Please, explain.
Well, maybe he was trying to say that this game is like the Chinese room.
Ooh, see, right in the middle of the factory, warehouse, wherever.
In other words...
Rather than right in the middle of a person.
Sigma, Phi! There you are. I've been looking all over for you.
What's going
Something bad. Something really bad.
on? Well, come on, spit it.
Alice is... Just come with me.
She's what?
She's in the crew quarters.
Yeah, you see there's some arrows. Oh, that's probably the exit. But... last time they went in the lab, so... yeah. Uh-oh, she's dead. She wasn't dead a minute ago. No, this isn't real. Shit! All I could hear was Zira's words echoing in my ears. Your heart stops, your bracelet comes off. If you've never been in turbulence, it's hard to explain. You feel the sudden alien weightlessness of a long fall, and for just a moment you're painfully aware of the fact that you are thousands of feet above the earth in a flimsy machine made by fallible men, kept aloft by a scientific principle that no one actually understands. If you've never seen a friend dead, it's hard to explain, but it's a little like that. I knelt down beside Alice's body and pressed a shaking hand to her throat. No pulse. Her skin had already turned pale. The thing in front of me looked like a human being, but it wasn't a human anymore. Why had this happened? I knelt there for several long moments, staring blankly ahead. My throat burned and my chest was tight, but I forced myself to take 3 progressively calmer breaths, then stood. I clenched my fist, took one last breath, and turned. Who found her first?
Me. I was looking for Quark on floor B and couldn't find him. So I came back here and, well, you know the rest. Hey, what's that look supposed to mean? You better not be thinking I did it.
Well, suspicion often falls on the first to discover a crime.
Hey, fuck that. She'd already been murdered when I got here.
How do you know she was murdered?
What? Come on, it's obvious. She's got a knife sticking out of her chest. Does that look like an accident or a suicide to you?
How do you know the weapon was a knife?
What?
All you can see from here is the handle. For all you know, it could have been an ice pick or some kind of tool.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true, but I mean, come on. Who wouldn't look at that and assume it's a knife? And it's not fair to suspect someone just because they happen to be the first one to find the body. If you want to be like that, then the last person to see Alice is the person you should be looking at.
Who was the last person to see her? I need to go tell Alice. You guys go on ahead.
Alice, why? This wasn't supposed to happen. You promised me we'd catch them together. Don't do this. I can't trust them anymore. It could have been any one of them. They killed you, Alice. I can't forgive them for that. I'm going to get revenge. I'll find out who killed you. And I'll...
Hey, Clover.
Shut up! Don't you talk to me!
I'm sorry, Alice.
Her voice shook as she spoke. Before anyone could say anything, she turned and ran out of the room.
Wait! Clover, come back!
Tomioji took off in pursuit, and I made to follow when...
It's pointless. Even if you caught up to her, she'd never tell you anything. Think it through. There are 2 possibilities. Either Clover killed her, or she didn't. If the former is true, then I doubt she would confess. If the latter is true, then I imagine she'll be just as reticent. After all, Alice and Clover seem to know each other. In fact, they seem quite close. It seems safe to assume that Clover is currently very suspicious of all of us. I doubt she would open up to anyone right now.
You seem pretty calm. Did you do it?
Not again. Well, if you really want to suspect me, please, go ahead. I'm beginning to feel rather accustomed to it. I would ask you to consider my motive for killing Alice. Specifically, the fact that I have none.
Well, it wasn't me or Fi. I can definitely say that.
Well, yes, but none of us do. None of us have ever met Alice before, right? So why would we want to kill her?
You are correct, but only if the murder had a motive beyond, well, murder.
What do you
Do
mean?
you remember when we found the old woman? It seemed clear that her killer was Zero Senior, and that they were one of us. There is every reason to think the same person murdered Alice.
Well, the only person I've seen with a knife so far is Quark.
Perhaps this
and he was
person
going to
plans
stab
to
himself.
kill us one by one. Perhaps the entire nonary game is just window dressing. Perhaps the only reason we are here is so that Zero Senior can kill us at his leisure.
Maybe
In a
like that
world of his own
Agatha
creation.
Christie novel, and then there was one. Or then there were none.
Why would anyone do such a horrible thing?
Presumably, because they enjoy killing. Zero Senior seems to be rather disturbed.
Hold on a minute. That doesn't mean they're one of us. There could be a 10th person hiding out somewhere.
No.
Well,
There's
why
no
not?
way Zero Jr. wouldn't notice that. And if he did notice, I really don't think he'd just let something like that slide.
But isn't Zero Jr. just an AI without a body? What could he do?
Maybe. But Zero Sr. has a body. Do you think they'd really just let a 10th unwanted participant just run around murdering people?
Well, what if the 10th person is Zero Senior?
Not possible. At least not so long as we assume Zero Jr.'s statement to be the truth.
Ha! We're gonna trust the
Do you
AI.
remember? He made it quite clear that the real Zero was one of us.
I thought about what Kay had said. My pair is dead. If the killer was Zero Senior, then who could be the killer? Dio? Luna? Kay, perhaps? Maybe Clover? Unlikely. It was always Temioji. He was looking for Quark. Fi, maybe? No, she was with us. No, it couldn't be her. I had been with Fi the whole time and we were looking for Quark. There was no way she could have slipped away to stab Alice in the chest. Wait a minute. There was one person I'd forgotten. Quark. It seemed a bit of a stretch to think a kid could kill someone of Alice's size, though. But taken by surprise. Because who's going to suspect the kid? I mean, there were 5 real suspects. Dio, Luna, Kay, Clover, and Temioji. Well, I don't think it's Clover. That leaves Dio, Luna, Kay, and Temioji. Where had Quark gone?
10 minutes remain
We have to
until
vote.
Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Apparently Zero doesn't feel like this is worth stopping the game for. A blunt but effective way to make the point.
What do you mean?
We should get to the warehouse. It seems clear he feels no compunction about killing us, should we disobey the rules. As such, I recommend we follow them.
I would be inclined to agree, but can I take the bracelet? The others filed out the room. I turned to face Alice. Alice, I'll find out who did this to you. Promise. Please take the bracelet! I felt my stomach settle back in its normal configuration and the fire in my chest melted the icy hand from my spine. I stood up straight, gave Alice one last nod and walked after the others, leaving my regrets lying on the cold floor. We still need the bracelet, dude. Also, what was Alice looking
Hey,
at?
look. 2 of the AB gates are closed already.
Probably Tenmyoji and Clover.
Wasn't he a pair? Doesn't Quark need to go with him?
As long as one person in each pair is there, it should be okay.
Sharing their destiny, huh?
Pretty much.
That's good news for you, Sigma. After all, you're a pair, but your partner is...
Yeah,
well,
thanks.
I'd rather not say it.
Yeah, I know.
Good luck for you, huh, Luna?
What? I don't understand what you mean.
Well, if Alice was still alive, you'd have a hard time choosing betray. She only had 1 BP left. If you'd picked Betray, you could have killed her. Of course, that's not really a problem now.
Stop that, Dio. I would have chosen Ally regardless. I mean, Sigma's going to be my opponent, and I trust him.
Good. Because I'm going to trust you, and if you betray me, then there is going to be hell to pay, Luna. Really?
Haha. This is interesting. If one of you guys picks Betray, we are gonna get a show.
Dio!
Ignore him. How do you and Phi plan to vote?
It's Luna, she did it, yeah.
You even gotta ask? Ally, of course. Right, Phi?
I don't know about that. It's a difficult question.
What?
Well, if we choose Ally and Kay chooses the opposite, then he'll have 9 points. He can go through the number 9 door whenever he wants. But it's not as simple as just choosing Betray either. If Kay decides to ally for some reason, then you'd end up with 9 points.
So we should both choose Ally. Seems easy to me.
You're planning on betraying me, aren't you, Dio? As soon as you go through that door, it will be only the 2 of you in that room. I've no doubt you could overpower Phi, if you had the desire to.
Oh, give me a little credit. No one has more gentle points than me. You think someone of my stature would resort to violence? The nerve.
No, not violence. Or at least not avert violence.
What? This is just a thought, but why don't all of you promise to choose Betray? Then you wouldn't have to worry about anything. If you knew the other person was going to betray you, you'd have no choice but to do the same.
That's very sensible, Luna.
That seems pretty negative for you, Luna.
I'm sorry.
Nothing to apologize for. We appreciate your suggestion and we'll take it into consideration. But unfortunately, I don't think it's a very good idea. See, my goal is to beat this game.
But Phi...
Maybe that wasn't the best way to put it. When I say I want to beat it, I mean defeat it. Completely. I want to get us all out of here. We haven't beat the nonary game until we're all out of this place. I guess we won't all be getting out anymore, though.
Oh, you mean Alice?
Well, it was a short ending. We already knew it wasn't going to be a nice true ending, because those are down there, those long ones. They've got to be good endings.
Yeah. At any rate, all of us choosing Betray every time is hardly ideal. We'd never escape.
And what are you going to do?
Kay needs to choose Ally. It's the only way.
How will you make sure I do that? I have no guarantee that she'll choose Ally as well.
Would you do it if I could give you that guarantee?
Well, yes, I suppose so.
You promise?
Yes.
Good. Let's do this. Dio!
Huh?
There's someone behind you.
What?
The moment Dio turned his head, Phi was off. With seeming superhuman strength, she leapt through the air, across the room through the AB gate.
What the fuck?
Ha ha!
God damn it, Phi! Open this fucking door!
He pounded on the door screaming, but it showed no signs of opening again.
Fuck!
He gave the door one last slam for good measure, then ran into the next open one.
Invalid pair detected. Please retry with valid partner. Members of a pair cannot vote in separate rooms.
What? Why the fuck not? This is against the rules. How am I supposed to vote?
The announcer went, huh?
Bullshit.
Go on, Kay. I see, this is how Phi can guarantee her choice. Dio can't vote now, so the chance that Phi will choose Ally just went way up. After all, if you pick Ally and she betrays
Dio
you,
will
then...
have 9 points.
But
Exactly.
don't you think Phi might be worried that Kay will break his promise? After all, if he can be pretty sure that Phi is going to choose Ally, then...
You needn't worry. Her plan is very clever. I will definitely choose Ally.
2 minutes remain until polling closes.
Come on, Luna, we need to get
We
in a
don't
box.
have much time left. Let's go.
Right.
Sigma?
Huh?
You are going to choose Ally, right?
Yes! Of course, we both have 5 BP right now. Even if I did betray you, I'd only get 3 points. It's not enough to escape. So I'd have to wait until the next round anyway.
Oh,
Makes sense?
I see.
Huh?
Nothing.
Never mind. Anyway, you promised. You have to choose ally.
I'm going to. Right, I will. Don't betray me, though. Please don't betray me. It was a bad way of putting it.
$30 remain.
Now, what am I going to do? I guess there isn't any question. Yeah, this is now the choice. Ally, betray.
I would have chosen ally regardless. I mean, Sigma's going to be my opponent, and I trust him.
10 seconds remain. 9, 8.
Just let me pick!
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse.
So we've got to pick, if they didn't pick up Alice's bracelet, we've got to go get that. And we need to find Quark, otherwise whoever's paired with Quark is dying.
Thank you for
and
your
whoever
participation.
is solo.
Ambidex gates now opening.
I said I was going to pick ally regardless.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Cross fingers. Yes! And also, Temioji betrayed Clover. Quark has 9 points. Shit. That's why Temioji betrayed Clover. So Quark would have 9 points and he could escape? I wonder if I can, I'm gonna pair it with Luna again next time, so... Unless she would then betray... I don't know. Phi, I have a feeling that if I could pair against Phi, she would also ally. I don't think she would betray me, because she wants to get everyone out.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly.
Temioji's basically doomed someone, basically.
Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
I'm purple.
Thank you, Sigma.
Told you. Oh, except that's the short ending. But it's not an ending. But someone's got 9, so it's an ending. No need to thank me, I just did what I promised to do. Anyway, thank you to you
It
too.
was nothing. I also just did what I promised to do. Now we both have 7 BP. This is the home stretch.
Yes, it is. I hope we'll get to pair up in the next round too.
Because I'll choose ally?
Yeah, you're an opponent I can trust.
If we were partners, you could pick whatever you wanted then, couldn't you?
Well, yes, but I'd still pick ally. If Quark leaves, then the rest of us die. Probably, yeah, exactly.
I mean, you'd get 9 points either way.
Whoa, hold on there. Why would I suddenly choose betray? I've already chosen ally twice.
You're right.
So let's choose ally and get the hell out of here together. Sound good?
Okay.
Come on. Why do you look so sad?
Well, it's just... There's a part of me that just can't feel genuinely happy about that.
Oh, you mean Alice?
Oh, yes.
We still haven't found Quark yet either.
That too.
Still, Quark's BP is now 9. Technically, he's 1.
Why did you do that? Why did you tell me all that stuff for? Were you just lying?
Oh, bye, Leaky. Sleep well.
No.
Okay, let me just do an uptime so you can figure out what It's a crab with a knife. So if you want to check the VOD, just go back here so you can see what ending I got.
Everything I told you was the truth. You have to trust me.
I did. Look where it got me. How could you do that? You're such a jerk. How could I betray you after that? And then you...
I'm sorry.
Are you Zero?
What? No, of course I'm not Zero.
Then how could you know all that? Where did you find out about that stuff?
What stuff? Tell us!
I told you,
Don't lie to me!
I'm not lying.
Forget it.
Maybe Tenmyoji is Quark from the future.
It was stupid to trust you. I mean, there's no way.
Clover, this isn't about me. I made a mistake. I got someone involved on all this when I shouldn't have.
You mean Quark?
Yeah.
You did this to get Quark's BP up to 9?
I don't know why she has a football balanced on her head. I think it's meant to be a fuzzy bubble thing. It's freaking me out. She looks like Pebbles from Flintstones.
Yes.
But you've only got 4 points.
I'm not important. The only thing that matters is that Quark gets out of this.
You thought it was a Yokesh.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Isn't it obvious? I'm going to look for Quark.
Hey, wait!
Tenmyoji didn't respond, just turned and walked off towards the magenta door. Clover started to follow, then pulled up short.
Oh.
She spun on her heel and headed off towards the cyan door instead. She's gone to get Alice's bracelet. No, she's gone through the blue door.
What just happened?
Oh no, cyan is blue.
I thought Clover had said she didn't trust any of us anymore.
Yeah, I know. But then she chose Ally. Tenmyoji must have said something to her before the last round started. But what? Come to think of it, didn't you choose Ally too?
Yes, I did. Fi put herself in a situation where choosing Betray would be unwise. If she had chosen Betray, Dio would have 9 BP now. I concluded that her desire to avoid that outcome would be stronger than her desire to protect herself with Betray. And so, I voted accordingly.
But you could have betrayed her and had 9 points.
That was her guarantee?
Yes.
Then why didn't you choose Betray? You could be walking out of here with 9 points right now.
It's because you promised, right?
Yes, that too, I suppose.
That was another reason.
Yes.
What was it?
It's difficult to explain. I suppose you could say I felt a connection.
What do you mean by that?
Well, when we were investigating the pantry together, I felt that Fi was somehow similar to me. Something in me said, don't betray her. You could call it intuition, I suppose.
Cut it out. Gut feelings are bullshit.
Fi.
Besides, you don't get to have a connection with me unless I give you permission. And I don't remember doing that. You're acting like we're pals or something. Kinda skeeves me out, to be honest.
What the hell, man? He did you a favor and now you're gonna give him shit for it?
You chose Ally too.
Yeah, she didn't want to give Dio... Ow! I just sat on my wire. Give Dio the, way out.
Didn't you do that because you trusted him?
Not exactly. I just made him trust me. When we were in the pantry, I stuffed my face like an idiot. That got him to lower his guard.
What?
Did you really think that would be enough to convince him? I mean, if you were wrong, then he could have escaped and left you behind.
What are you getting at?
Well, I'm just thinking that maybe you find some kind of connection to him too.
Oh, come on.
Can we please open his head?
How am I supposed to feel a connection for a guy whose face I haven't even seen?
Well, we can fix that. We've got a key.
Shut up.
If we could, change the subject, where did Dio go?
Yeah, that's a good
He
question.
must have been here for the results.
Oh, I saw him leave. He checked the results and then left through the yellow door.
So where did he go? Suddenly the warehouse was filled with a groan and clang of metal doors grinding shut.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. Star keys are required. to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the star keys. The ambidex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them.
So we could get us all to 9. As many times as we want, huh? And that means...
As long as you have the star keys, you can play the AB game as many times as you want.
You probably won't be allowed to play it continuously, however. There's a period of time between when the doors open and when the polling ends.
Based off the last 2 rounds, I think it's about 45 minutes long.
So you can repeat the game once every 45 minutes or so.
Oh, that's right. Remember what Zero Jr. said?
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The pair and solo assignment.
Oh yeah. What are your bracelets, guys? Looks like I'm... magenta pair.
Me too.
Oh hey,
Looks
we're back
like
with
we're
5.
pairing up again. Better than getting stuck with Dio, I guess.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
I'm a yellow pair. What about you, Luna?
I'm a solo, but I'm green.
Wait, green?
Yes.
Hold on a minute. Weren't the colours for the first game red, green and blue? And we used those colours to open the magenta, yellow and cyan doors, right?
Yes, that's right.
Then the next round we had magenta, yellow and cyan bracelets and opened the red, green and blue doors. We found 3 white doors in the other timeline. We haven't found them in this. But this time we've got magenta and yellow pairs, but also a green solo. What colour doors are we supposed to open?
And where are they?
Well, we need to check the other bracelets before we make any decisions.
That means Dio, Tenmyoji, and Clover.
And Alice. And
We'll
Quark.
need to check Alice's bracelet too. Anyone could just pick it up now.
I will try and find the remaining people and their bracelets. Quark will be my first priority.
I'll come with you.
Very well.
I'll go check on Alice's bracelet then.
And don't forget
Clover's got to get it.
retrieve it. We'll likely need it to get through the chromatic doors.
Right. Sigma, can you come with me?
What? Oh, okay, let's go. I'm gonna have to see her again. I feel sick just thinking about it.
Shouldn't we decide on a time to meet up? Just in case? Let's see.
How long have we got?
When do the doors open?
Got an hour and 20.
An hour and 21 minutes.
Then let's take half
We
of
have
that.
the key!
What
Can
do
we
you say
please
all meet
open
back
Kay's
here
head?
in 40 minutes?
Sounds good. Okay, and Luna stepped through the magenta door and out of the warehouse. Hey, you don't think Kay's the killer, do you?
Maybe.
Maybe, but if he is, then Luna's in danger.
Maybe.
Damn it,
You're
Fi.
not one to talk. I didn't see you stopping her.
Well, yeah, but I just had this gut feeling that I could trust him.
A gut feeling, huh? Sure you're not the one who's feeling a connection to our armored friend? I mean, all that plating is pretty flattering to his figure.
That's not
Are
it.
you sure?
Yeah.
Have you considered that it might be Luna?
No, that's
Why
not
not?
possible. Because Luna didn't need a knife to kill Alice. When we played the last round, Alice's BP was 1. Luna was playing against the 2 of us. All she would have to do is convince us to vote ally, and she could have killed Alice easily.
She would have just had to pick betray.
Yep.
But if she'd done that, do you really think the rest of us would have let her get away with it? We'd probably have tied her up or
That's a
locked
good
her
point.
away or something. Besides, there's no way in hell Alice would have chosen ally. The only way to get an ally vote from your pair would have been to physically overpower Alice. Or trick her like I did with Dio.
So what, you're saying Luna's a killer?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying the possibility exists. Even if she was, I don't think we'd need to worry about Kay's safety. He's got a full suit of armor. I'm betting he's pretty hard to kill with all that on. Alright, I think that's enough of that. Let's go check Alice's bracelet.
It's not gonna be there. But we picked up Kay's key! Oh, but Alice had it. Did Alice have the key? Clover. Hey, come on, don't run away. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Who's got the key to his head? I think Alice might have picked it up.
Run away?
Well, it looked like you were trying to get away from us.
I wasn't running away, though I just... don't want to talk to you.
Isn't that pretty much the same thing? Look, running away isn't going to do you any good. Don't you want to find out who killed Alice? Well, you're not going to be able to figure that out unless you talk to people.
I don't need to.
Why not?
I already figured out who did it.
Who was
I
it?
can't tell you. You might
Why
be
not?
working with them. Both of you could be in on it.
Oh, come on. Of course we're not.
Forget about it. There's no point. Doesn't matter what you tell her, she's never going to believe you. Just tell us one thing, Clover. How did you know who it was?
I noticed something.
And what was that?
Alice figured it out too, before she...
What was it?
Why don't you figure that out yourselves? Anyway, I gotta go.
Hey, wait. Clover! Well, there she goes. Ah,
What's
shit.
wrong?
I forgot to ask Clover what colour her bracelet is now.
Oh. Really? That's it? Calm down. She's a cyan pear. Yeah.
You saw it?
Snuck a peek at it when she ran by. And it looks like Alice's is a blue solo.
She reached down and casually picked Alice's bracelet up off the floor.
I'll hold on to this.
Yeah, good idea. I wonder what it was that Clover noticed.
You mean what Alice noticed? Were you even listening?
Fine, what did Alice notice? I didn't answer. Instead, she knelt down and began to examine Alice's body. What are you doing?
I'm investigating.
What are you
What
investigating?
does it look like I'm investigating? I'm looking for any clues to what she figured out before she died. Huh. Found something already.
Case key?
Have a look.
No. If I held something out, it's a handkerchief stained reddish brown. Is that blood?
Looks like it. It's darker than Alice's, so it's probably been on her since before she died.
If it's not hers, then whose blood is it? The old
Maybe.
lady? Do you think Alice
Who knows?
killed her?
She could have just found this somewhere for all we know.
You think she figured something out from this handkerchief? Yeah, I thought Alice did it, but then Luna went in the pink door and Clover had gone in the cyan door. So if Clover's taken the key, she wouldn't necessarily know what it was. Because who was in the room with Kay and I when we figured out the back of his head had something on it? I don't remember who was in the room with Kay and I. It was when we were in the infirmary.
Can't say for sure, but it's definitely a possibility.
I think Alice has the key. So either Alice still has
So-
the key, or Luna had the key, or
Time
I have
we
the
moved
key.
on. We need to figure out what Tenmyoji and Dio's bracelets have changed to.
And we need to find Quark.
Yeah.
Let's take the blue door then. We should be able to get to the room Tenmyoji, Quark and Clover went to that way.
Sounds good.
Which should be the garden. Was it Phi? Yeah. I don't know, but at least we've got a bracelet, so we can go through a door. But at some point it's going to go, the number 9 door has opened, and Quark's going to bugger himself off there. Which door's open? Ah, it's not the garden. It's the rec room. It says rec room. Okay. So when I said I didn't want to go through the blue door, I was really going to be arbitrary. There's basically 3 doors, then 3 doors with 3 doors.
So this is where Tenmyoji's team went.
Lots of puzzles to solve. I'm going to open it, alright? We're still on this last story beat. We haven't got any more.
How many times do I have to tell?
Okay, okay. Rec room. We either find a dead kid, or a distraught grandpa, possibly a dead Dio, or... oh no, we're there, distraught grandpa. Temioji. I'm guessing from your face that Quark is still missing.
No sign of him, huh?
Happy? I'm
What?
asking if you're happy Quark's still missing.
No, of course not. Why would I be?
Then does it hurt? Huh? Are you so terrified about whether or not he's safe that it feels like someone's got your chest in a vice? I didn't think so. Quark's got 9 BP. If I find him first, I might make him escape. So it's better for you if I haven't found him yet. Am I wrong?
Temioji, what's going on here? This doesn't sound like you. I know you're worried about Quark, but...
And just what the hell do you know? He's all I've got left. Something happens to him, I'll...
Temioji.
It's all my fault. It wasn't supposed to be like this. I never should have brought him here.
Brought him here? Did you say brought?
Yes. Zero made me an offer.
Wait a minute. I thought you said you and Quark were abducted like the rest of us.
You mean you came here voluntarily?
Hey, answer me. What the hell is going on here?
Can I see the other side of your bracelets?
Huh?
Why?
Please, just do it.
Fry and I looked at one another. Neither of us knew what was going on, but there was no other reason to refuse. We shrugged and did as we'd been told. And suddenly... ah! In the blink of an eye, Temioji had pulled out some kind of can from his pocket and sprayed both our wrists with it. Hey! What the hell, man?
Calm down. It's not going to hurt you.
Is this some kind of chemical?
Yeah, I found it when I was searching this room.
He walked towards the door and flipped the light switch.
Good work. It's dark now.
Some kind of luminol
Show me your
type thing?
bracelets again.
That stuff you sprayed us with was luminol, wasn't it?
Yeah. How'd you figure that out?
I guessed when you turned off the light.
Isn't that the stuff they use on cop shows to find blood and other stuff?
Yeah.
He was checking we hadn't killed Alice. Because of the bloody tissue or something?
Just relax, okay? That's all I needed to know. Neither one of you is Zero Senior.
Are you saying that because there wasn't any reaction from the luminol?
Yep.
Someone mind explaining this to me?
Well, you know as much as I do now. I was just making guesses based on what he was doing.
Hey, Temioji?
Sorry, but I've got to go. I need to go look for Quark.
No, I'm sorry, but I can't let that happen. You dropped a real bomb back there, and I'm not about to just ignore it. What did you mean when you said that Zero made you an offer? Why are you here?
I can't tell you.
Why not? I don't really understand how, but you seem to have decided that neither of us is Zero Senior, right?
Yeah.
Then why?
You don't get it. I can't tell you no matter who you are. Right now, we might as well assume Quark is a hostage. Zero Jr. seems to be aware of everything that goes on here.
Yeah, he's got cameras.
If I tell you, he'll know. And then God only knows what Zero Senior will do. Please, I'm asking you, put yourself in my shoes.
I looked him in the eyes for the first time since we'd entered the room and saw nothing but years of loneliness and regret. Before I could speak, he turned and left the room. Hey, can I ask you a question?
It won't do you any good. Whatever you want to know, I don't know anything about it.
No, it's not about what just happened.
Yeah? Then what is it? Oh. I see. You mean his bracelet, right? Chill, man. He's a red solo. I had a look while he was talking.
Oh, good job. That wasn't what I wanted to ask either.
Well, what is it then?
When he sprayed us, you screamed, didn't you?
No.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
No, I'm pretty sure you did. Not quite so tough when you're scared, huh?
Shut up. We've got stuff to do. Get going. Move!
Eich. Ha, floor B. She's going to tell us what the anagram is.
It looks like another warehouse.
I guess there's one on this floor too then. Makes sense. I guessed as much when I saw the map. There's not pods, though. There are more doors. Ah! Memento mori, if the 9th lion ate the sun. I was going to say bun.
Probably more graffiti. There was one on floor A, too, remember?
Yeah, there was, but...
Never mind that. There's someone else here.
Is that Dio?
Looks like it. Let's go see what he's up to.
What are you doing here, Dio?
Oh, nothing. Just going with the flow, you know? And seeing where life takes me.
You don't seem to have any interest in searching for Quark.
Why would I? Do we even know he's really missing? Maybe the little shit's just off having nap time somewhere. So I figure, let sleeping dogs lie, right? Or kids, in this case, I guess. If we wake him up, he might realize he's got enough BP to blow this popsicle stand and ditch us. That happens, it's all over. We'll be stuck in here for the rest of our lives. Which probably won't be that long.
The rest of our lives?
Yeah. Did I stutter? Or did you just forget? Zero Jr. told us, remember?
The number 9 door only opens once. Once that happens, it's all over. It'll close for good after 9 seconds, so if you're not careful, you could
We've
get
got,
stuck.
like, lots of food. Close for good, huh? I have to admit I kind of forgotten that detail, but Zero Jr. had been telling the truth. We wouldn't be able to get out until we died. Hell, even that might not be enough. Maybe they just leave our corpses there to rot. My stomach did a little flip.
So, what are you guys here for? Did you bring Fi here so I can kill her?
What?
Oh, really? You already forgotten your little stunt earlier? We're damn lucky Kate chose ally. If he hadn't, he'd be hanging from that crane right now.
Sounds like you're getting a little desperate. Word of advice, Dio. That's not a smart attitude to have here. All you'll do is make sure that whoever plays against you in the AB game won't pick ally.
You talk as if I give a fuck. I already know I won't be up against you two.
Because he's a...
Kay and I are the yellow pair.
Yellow pair. Ah, you've seen Kay
You guys
then.
are the magenta pair, right? Two pairs can't go through the same chromatic door. Simple enough for you.
How do you know our colors?
Kay told me. He was here a while ago. Speaking of which, Temioji and Clover were here too. Guess everybody misses my company. Anyway, that's how I know what everyone's colors are.
Is Kay by himself?
What about Luna?
Luna? Haven't seen her.
Oh shit.
Anyway, Kay and I won't be pairing with you two. We'll be taking the blues solo.
That's Alice's bracelet. But how did you know that?
Oh, come on. Really that thick? Look at the doors in front of you. These are the next chromatic doors.
The next color is white.
Bingo. See that thing next to the door there? Looks familiar, doesn't it? Yes. Yes.
I get it.
But Alice can't vote, so that's an automatic ally. So all they have to do is pick Betray, and they've got, like, well, they don't even need to do that.
You and Kay are both yellow. You can get yellow by adding red and green together. If you add blue to that,
You get white.
Exactly.
You get magenta by adding red and blue, then adding green to that gives you white. So that means Fi and I would need to pair up. I keep on saying Phil. We need to pair it with the green seller, which is Luna.
Right.
That's great. Temioji, Clover, and Quark.
the only one left is the other cyan pair. So we can assume that's what Quark is.
Could there be any other combinations?
No, there's only one option this time.
All we gotta do now is wait for these white doors to open.
Which is why we don't have any more choices, but I'm still confused as to why we don't have 3 choices there. But I'm assuming that's because someone would go, no, I'm not going this door. 45 minutes. Oh, we've got 5 minutes before it's time to meet up with everyone else. To get back to floor A.
Sorry, but I'm gonna stay here. Moving around so much is a pain in the ass.
Nobody invited you. Come on, Fi.
Right, on my way.
What was Alice looking at next to the pods? she looking at next to the pods? Also, this is going to end at some point. It has to end. There's no way we're going to get through another door. Dead Luna. No? Huh? Something up? Why'd you just stop?
Well, you see that clock over there? The one that looks like the sun?
Yeah.
It reminded me of something we saw earlier.
What do you mean?
Remember the graffiti on floor B? You remember what it said?
Memento mori if the ninth lion ate the sun.
Do you know what that means?
No, but I do. But I don't. Be aware of death. Remember death. We're all going to die someday, so don't forget about your immortality. I thought it
What
was
about the other part?
I mean, that's pretty straightforward, yeah? If the ninth lion ate the sun, I mean, it's kind of nonsense, but... Ooh, I get it. That's what the clock made you think of, right? The sun, in that sentence.
Yeah. Did you notice anything strange about that graffiti?
Apart from the fact it made no sense. Not really.
Wrong answer. Maybe you're not the eagle eye I thought you were. I guess I have to do everything.
Yes, of course. Explain it to me, Fi.
Part of it was spelled wrong. Specifically, they spelled ninth wrong.
I noticed that.
It should be N-I-N-T-H.
But I thought that was because it was just quite far away.
N-I-N-E-T-H.
Yeah, I guess you're right. You just put extra E in there, though.
Exactly.
It's kind of a bonehead mistake. Do you think it was a kid who wrote it?
Maybe it wasn't a mistake at all.
I'm not following.
Maybe Zero put that E in there on purpose. Maybe because he didn't have enough letters otherwise.
To make an anagram.
Anyway, if Zero wrote that graffiti, then it's got to be significant.
Remember death if the ninth lion ate the sun. Huh?
Shit. Hey, it's already 2 minutes past time. We should get moving.
Maybe it's an anagram. If someone wants to look that up. We haven't found Luna, though. We need Luna, otherwise we're dead. They need Quark. Dio and Clover and Kay are already sorted. Kay and Luna aren't here.
Astute observation.
What
What do you mean, what should we do? All we can do is wait. We don't want to end up missing each other by accident.
Yeah, I guess you got a point. Want to make some anagrams? Hey, where are you going?
Just want to check something really quick.
Oh, good. Check what? The bit where Alice was looking.
The last time we saw Alice alive, she was right here. Remember? She was kneeling down, looking at something on the ground.
Yeah. What do you think she was looking at? Blood.
Find something?
Isn't this blood?
Uh-huh. Nice work there, Sigma.
Not need to pat me on the back, but also those look like doors. Makes me feel stupid or something.
The truth hurts. So, blood, huh? Oh my god.
I suddenly looked up at the ceiling. Oh. I followed her gaze and found myself looking up at a metal crane. Dio said hanging from a metal crane. It's the kind you might see in a shipyard, the sort that moves along a metal track. And has a... Oh no! And has a claw! They swapped out the containers. One gets a dead body. It switched them around! Who came out of that one? So what's the deal with the crane? What? Damn, gone again. Stop running around! Just tell me what you found.
I noticed something.
Oh yeah, and what, pray tell, was that?
The same thing Clover and Alice noticed.
That's... Can't you just tell me?
Look at the number 6 AB room. The side that's facing the wall has blood on it. What's the first thing you think of when you hear blood?
Vampires?
Yeah. This whole thing kind of sucks, right? Come on, this is no time to be screwing around.
I think dead lady.
I'm talking about this thing. The handkerchief Alice had. There's some blood on it that we assume belonged to the old lady. Consider this for a moment. Let's say this thing was on the floor next to the rightmost AB room. We'll assume that the blood on the side facing the wall came from this handkerchief. Okay, then what?
Alice was looking at the handkerchief.
Right. What do you think was going through her mind?
Why is there a bloodstained handkerchief here? Or something along those lines.
And?
Did this belong to the old woman? It must have.
And?
But if it did, then who put it here? Or maybe someone just dropped it, or they could have thrown it here. You want more?
You're almost there.
How long has this handkerchief been here? Something like that?
Yes, exactly. So how long do you think it was here?
Well, I imagine it wasn't here from the start.
Wait, when's the start?
You know, when we started. When you and I escaped the AB room through the hatch on the roof. The first thing we did after we got out and met everyone was, except for Clover and Kay, was go look at the number 9 door. We spent a long time examining the AB rooms too. Well, if it's a crane, it could have picked up the one on the end and put it on that side. Have they moved across that way? It could have also just switched to. The main thing is who was in the one on the end. Because we thought it was Kay and Clover's one that the old lady was in. Sorry, I'm pointing at the screen. We thought it was Kay and Clover's one that the old lady was in because it was the one on the end. Maybe it was the one on the other end. Who climbed out of that? Dio was alone in one of the pods. Luna was alone in one of the pods. Alice was alone in one of the pods. Well, it's not Alice because she's dead. Dio or Luna. Pretty sure there wasn't a handkerchief about then. There wasn't. Wait.
Huh. Finally figured it out, huh?
Yeah, they picked up the one on the end and put it at the other side. No way. The AB room moved.
Yeah.
Was it that crane?
Probably. They moved the rightmost one all the way to the left. So, what was in the leftmost AB room?
The dead body.
And who was trapped in there when the nonary game started?
Well, it could have been the AB room. It would have been the AB room on the first, right at first, so... Luna! Oh no, Dio was in with Quark. Temioji was on their own. Okay. For the third time, Vi worked off without saying anything. My body felt like lead, but I forced myself to follow her. She stopped in front of the graffiti that began "To Milkman."
What do you think this is?
Well, I thought it was just paint from the graffiti at first, but I'm guessing you don't think so. Is that more of the old woman's blood?
Seems like it.
So Luna would have killed her here, then taken her to the rightmost AB room. After that, she would have moved the room with the body in it so that no one would suspect her. That would mean the first person to get out was Luna, not Alice. So what about that handkerchief?
This thing? Here, look. You see this line? It's possible that line is from whatever the weapon was, which means this might have been wrapped around whatever was used to kill the old woman. So maybe Luna wrapped the weapon with this handkerchief, and then threw it between the rightmost room and the one next to it. Then when the room was moved, it came out.
That means Alice picked up the weapon along with the handkerchief.
Seems pretty likely. This is all just speculation, understand? There are a whole lot of things we still don't know.
It's a mystery, alright. For example, why would Luna leave the AB room, murder the old woman, then carry the body back, hide it in the same room? I guess it's possible she just wanted to hide the body. We still don't have any idea why she would want to kill her in the first place. It's also worth noting that Zero Jr. seems to have let all this slide. He's supposed to be making sure the game goes according to plan, but so far there have been 2 murders and he hasn't done anything about either of them. Do you think that means Luna is Zero Sr.? Even if she was, though, I'm not sure why she killed the old woman. Or maybe the old woman was supposed to be participating, and Luna replaced her somehow. Put her bracelet on. It's possible she was some kind of intruder who wasn't supposed to be in here, but if Luna's Zero Senior, wouldn't she have found a better place to hide the body? She'd have access to the entire facility. That's not all either. Let's say Luna moved the AB room to divert suspicion away from herself. If that's the case, why did she leave the handkerchief and the weapon there? She had to know they'd been discovered after she moved the room. Besides, when and how did she operate that crane? Luna was with us since we first got out of the AB rooms all the way till when we found the old lady's body. You, me and her went through the magenta door and investigated the lounge. Then we went down to floor B together and came back to the warehouse. By then the room must have been moved. Of course. Why didn't I see that sooner? Luna has an alibi. She couldn't have moved the AB room. We're her alibi.
Interesting. I have to admit, you've got a point.
Wait, what? You didn't even put up a fight.
You're going to make me repeat myself. I never said Luna was the killer.
Oh, good, because that worries me, and also now I think Luna's dead.
Still, I have a feeling Alice thought she was, which would mean that Clover probably does too.
Oh, you mean that stuff she said about what she noticed?
Right.
Hey, Fi? I'm starting to get a really bad feeling about this. We're supposed to meet the others 20 minutes ago, but there's no one here.
You're right.
Sigma, Phi, there you are.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I have some bad news. Luna is dead. She's in room 2 in the crew quarters. The same room where Alice was murdered.
That's gonna probably have been Clover, though. And I'm sad Luna is dead. I liked Luna. Even though I think she's suspicious and has something to do with Radical 6. But now we can go through a door. It's the 3rd time I touched a body and felt cold skin. Hang on, what's that thing? Is that the key? She had the key! We're gonna open Kay's thing! Please let us open Kay's mask! I thought it might get easier, but it only gotten worse. I didn't think I'd ever get used to it, but I didn't want to. My hands began to shake and I tried to steady them as I pressed a pair of fingers to her neck to check for a pulse. Nothing, of course. Luna was dead. Her eyes were flat and empty, the pupils dilated in what could have been terror, and also her bracelets off, so there we are. It felt surreal, like I might blink and then she would sit up again. She would smile and blush and look away nervously and everything would be fine. I blinked. She lay there, still, dead and pale.
And I trust him.
Grief cracked open like an egg and rage clambered out, hot, angry, and screaming. It clawed at the inside of my chest and pounded at the backs of my eyes. Squeezed them shut and ground my teeth, my hands balled into fists so tight they hurt. I took a deep breath and opened my eyes again. Another breath. I stood up and realized Kay was talking.
I believe she was poisoned. See here. This device is some sort of syringe.
I think it's called an injection gun. You can just put whatever you want in one of those vials and then pull the trigger. It's kind of like the needles in these bracelets.
The drug they used is the same as well. The label on the vial says tubocurarine.
The muscle relaxant.
Yes. Since it's empty, I can only assume Luna was injected with it. You see the mark on her neck. I believe it is safe to assume that is where her attacker injected the drug. Perhaps they chose the neck for the carotid artery.
Then your guess is probably correct. Luna was injected with tubocurarine, and it killed her.
What about the others?
Should I go get them?
No, never mind. I want to get your story
What
first.
do you mean?
When you left us, you and Luna went off together, right?
Yes?
But when we talked to Deer downstairs, he said he'd only seen you, not Luna. Why is that?
Luna and I split up as soon as we got to floor B. We determined it would be more efficient. Two of us working separately could cover more ground in less time.
Alright, so why were you late?
What?
You didn't show up till 20 minutes past the time we were supposed to meet. Sigma's asking you what you were doing.
I was resuscitating.
Resuscitating?
Let me explain how I found her. I had gone to the warehouse 5 minutes before our meeting time. You had yet to show up, as had Luna. I believe I was standing between the yellow and cyan doors. Some minutes later, I heard something. It came from behind the cyan door and sounded like a woman's scream. Well, it was actually quite faint. It was several doors away, after all, and as such, I couldn't quite make out what was being said, or even if I had heard it at all. It seemed entirely possible that I had imagined it. I heard no other sounds for a few minutes following the scream. Eventually, the silence made me uncomfortable. Perhaps something had happened. So, I made my way to the crew quarters. As I entered the hallway, I noticed that the door to room 2 was slightly ajar. That was when I first suspected something was amiss. You can imagine the rest, I'm sure. I ran into the room and found Luna on the floor.
So you're saying you spent a good 20 minutes trying to resuscitate her?
Yes. I deduced that she had been injected with tubocurarine. Her heart had stopped, so I attempted CPR, to the best of my abilities, at least. With this mask, I was obviously unable to provide artificial respiration.
Why didn't you tell us?
Because I had no reason to believe you would be in the warehouse. If you weren't, I would have wasted precious time. I chose instead to begin resuscitation immediately. As you know, even a short time without oxygen can cause serious brain damage. I felt time was of the essence. But
yeah, it didn't work.
Hey, how much time passed between when you heard the scream and when you came in here and found her?
I'm afraid I can't say exactly. But I would hazard a guess that it was around 3 minutes.
Did you see the killer?
No, I did not.
And they had 3 minutes to escape.
That would have been plenty of time. When you leave this room, immediately to your left is a door that connects to the hallway. I assume they left that way.
Is there any chance they hid in this room somewhere?
No, I examined the room thoroughly before I left to find you. May I say something?
Yeah, sure.
I'm not sure if this has anything to do with Luna, but there was something I wanted to point out. Look at Alice. Do you notice anything?
The weapon.
Indeed. The wound suggests a knife, but I doubt we'll know now.
And did the killer take it?
How would I know?
Maybe they took it before Luna was murdered.
Why are you asking me?
If they had it, why not use it to kill Luna?
Yeah, that would make sense.
What?
Sigma, if you were going to kill someone, which of these two methods would you use?
I wouldn't kill anyone.
This is hypothetical.
I would choose the injection gun.
Right? Most people would choose that. The more you can divorce yourself from the actual killing, the easier it is to kill someone. There's a big difference between stabbing someone and injecting them with poison.
So you're saying they took the knife before they killed her?
No. I don't know either way. They could have taken it afterwards. There's no way for us to know.
Or someone else took the knife. Could they have done that in the 3 minutes before Kay got here?
It's not impossible. 3 minutes is longer than you think. Anyway, what I was trying to say is that I don't know when they took the knife or whatever it was. We came here to get Alice's bracelet, and then Kay came by later. There was probably about a 30-minute window. Anyone could have taken it. They might not even have been the same person who killed Luna. Or it could be. There really isn't any way to know.
Well, I think Clover killed Luna.
And if we don't know, we really shouldn't try and draw conclusions. That could color our reasoning, and that's not good.
Purely based on what I know about Clover from the previous game.
Conclusions without any evidence are useless.
And if she thought Luna killed Alice, she would kill Luna.
So just forget any conclusions you might have come up with. Save that brain space for
I have
something
plenty
more
of brain
useful.
space.
Well, I think that about covers it. We clear? Good.
Let's get the bracelet.
Anyway, We should tell the others.
About Luna, you mean?
Yeah.
We should go to the White Doors then. Dio should still be there. Hopefully Tenmyoji and Clover will be there as well.
Yeah, good point. Once it's time to open that door, I'm sure they'll show up. Okay, he nodded and picked up Luna's bracelet.
Please,
Tenmyoji and
take
Clover
this with
can't
you.
go anywhere. He held it out to me. I stared down at the bracelet. Felt wrong to just take it. Like we were just using and abandoning her.
Is something the matter? You and Phi are the magenta pair. Without the green solo bracelet, you won't be able to open the secondary door.
I know, it's just...
Then...
He pressed the bracelet gently into my hand.
If you don't wish Luna's death to be meaningless, then you must survive. Or do you intend to die without catching her killer?
Right, yeah. Sighed and closed my hand around the cold metal. Well, we're gonna ally with Luna again, if we get a chance. Even though she can't vote.
Good. Shall we go?
Wait. Shit.
Did something happen?
No, well, not yet. We might be looking at a worst-case scenario.
Excuse me?
God, what the hell is wrong with me? How did I miss this? I'm sorry. This is my fault. It's just... there was so much going on, I wasn't thinking.
What is it? God damn it. What did you... no, I didn't miss it if it's Tenmyoji and Clover are going to die, but...
Quark.
Yeah. Oh shit. Tenmyoji is a red solo, Clover's a cyan pair. Quark's the other cyan pair. If he's not with them, they can't get through the secondary door.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh dear, this is bad. And if they haven't gotten in by the time the primary door shuts, if we haven't found Quark by then...
Time. How much time do we have left? 4 minutes!
Let's just go to the warehouse on floor B. Perhaps Quark has already been found.
I sure hope so. Let's move. So close to getting 9 points as well. Once we've got this ending, we will stop.
Chromatic doors have opened.
Still in the story beat.
5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
You're late. The fuck were you thinking? You trying to kill me?
What about
What?
Quark? Did they find
How the
Quark?
fuck would I know? I've been here. Look, forget about him. Where's Alice's bracelet? Which one of you has it?
What about Tenmyoji and Clover? Have they come back yet?
Look around, asshole. What do you think? Hey, pay attention. The bracelet. Do you have Alice's bracelet? Hand it over.
Philip 5 pulled it out of her pocket. The face still shone with blue light. This had been Alice's bracelet. Eyes nevertheless Dio's as she carefully handed the bracelet to Kay.
Good. Let's go. Hey, what is this? What, you don't like this door? Fine, we can take a different one. As long as we're in the right group, it shouldn't matter which door we take.
That's not the issue.
Then please tell me, what the fuck is the issue?
Being a human being. 3 of us still haven't arrived. If we leave them behind...
Oh, come on! Now you're gonna grow a heart? If you stay here, you're gonna kill me!
But...
3 minutes remain until
By going into the
chromatic
door, you're not going to
doors
automatically
close.
kill the other people. But by staying out of the door, you are going to kill yourself and Dio. So inaction is a greater risk than action. So you should always take the one with the lesser risk. And the lesser risk is going in the door. We go in the door. We're not killing them. The game is killing them. We literally can't do anything other than die ourselves. And what does that prove?
Alright, fine. I'll be honest with you. The truth is, I've got a kid. A baby. I was told that if I didn't win this game, my kid's as good as dead.
That's...
You have to trust me. I swear, it's God's honest truth. Zero told me to keep it under wraps, but I figure I don't have a lot of choice right now. I'll tell you more once we get inside. Please.
It's a lie. Don't listen to him. I wanted to scream. Dio was obviously lying. It looked like Kay was buying it. But he had to go in. I couldn't try and stop him. If I did, they'd both die.
You have to believe me, Kay. Please. If you won't do it for me, do it for my kid.
It is a blatant lie, of course it is, Dan. But on the other hand, do whatever kills him. No! The thing is that if we go through the door and they go through the door, we live. Temioji and Clover and Quark will die because they didn't go through the door. But if we don't go through the door and they don't go through the door and Temioji and Clover and Quark don't go through the door, everybody freaking dies. So, better 4 people live than all 9 are dead?
If I lose, it's all over. Please.
I think everybody dies. Sounds like fun. Yeah, not really. Considering this was the shortest story loop. This is literally the shortest story loop. It's been going on forever! Kay turned to look at me and Fi. We both nodded silently back.
I understand. Let's go.
Really?
Yes. I have one condition, however.
A condition?
Yes. But it's not for you, Dio. Sigma. I want you and Phi to go into one of the doors as well. Dio and I cannot be the only survivors. I would have the 2 of you join us. That is my condition.
Damn it. Couldn't make this easy, could you?
What do you say? The decision is yours.
We basically all can get 9 points, but Quark still has 9. If Quark goes through the door, everybody dies. No, I can't do that. You're asking me to leave 3 people to die. But I mean, that's the question. But that is the question. Does everybody die if we don't go through? I thought that was the case from the first rules. But if nobody goes through, maybe nobody dies. Maybe it resets. Now that's a dilemma. That means action and inaction. Inaction has a lesser cost.
Use your fucking head for once. You're gonna get us killed. Is that what you want?
Okay, that's what he thinks as well. Okay. I can't just leave them behind.
Me either. I agree with Sigma. We can't just ditch them. I'm staying.
Fine. We're gonna die. We're basically going to die.
Fucking idiots.
1 minute remains until chromatic doors close.
The only thing that would kill the gobshite is him not going in the door with Kay. Kay goes in the door with him, he survives. Us staying outside, we're gonna die either way.
I see. I suspected that would be your answer. You leave me with no choice then. My apologies.
Huh?
Ugh, he just knocked us out. He's gonna plonk us in the middle of the gate and then go in with Dio. Okay. I like Kay. Why couldn't we have opened his helmet? We had the key!
You have my sympathy.
Really pissing me off.
I wish there was another way.
Why?
Do you actually believe, Dio?
No, of course not.
He done me a bonk, yeah.
I only wish to save you. If I had not forced the issue, neither of you would have budged. Such is your character.
Okay, what are you doing?
I confess I am not entirely sure. I will think about it during the 10 seconds that remain. Goodbye.
Can we please get them safe? Kay turned around, left, quickly disappearing outside of our door. Fi and I lay on the floor moaning and curled around our aching stomachs.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
Luckily, we had Luna's bracelet. Flip. Not quite able to walk yet. Finally, I crawled out of the secondary door. The punch he'd given me had been incredibly powerful. My arms and legs still felt numb and tingly. Still in a story beat.
Yeah.
Can you stand?
Can we just sit here for a moment, though? My body's gonna be fine, but I think I need a little time to get my feelings sorted out.
I nodded, and we sat there in silence. No matter what I did, I couldn't get their faces out of my head. Temioji, Clover, Quark. I hoped they were alright somehow, but I wasn't sure how much time had passed before Five finally stood up.
We should go.
And that was it. She turned and headed for the end of the hallway, feet dragging as if she was carrying something heavy. It was a moment or two before I followed. I mean, Fi's the only one I can trust in this. Security? Okay. I'm noticing a red button, red, green, and yellow seats.
Yeah. It said security. The footage from the surveillance cameras might run through here.
Does that mean we have to see what's going on in the rest of the facility?
I'm not sure. Right now, all the screens are dark. Even if we could activate them, I doubt Zero is just gonna let us watch whatever we want.
Yeah, I'm just worried about them. I don't know what happened to Kay and Dio either.
Yeah. Well, let's see what we can do here.
Oh my god, okay. I thought this was gonna end. This has got to be another blip on the story thing now. Oh my god! Oh god. This one's even longer than the other one! Anne has a decision at the end. Ally betray. Maybe. 9-hour stream. No, it's getting late. Screens aren't powered. Give me a switch. I think it wants a password. If I keep on entering passwords, it's probably gonna... Yeah. Squawk at me. Okay. Speakers. Okay, well... Needs a password. Switches. The binders have some code. Okay, what turned on? Oh, hello. Alright. No one there. Okay, so we've got one of the lifts. That says floor B. That's floor A, so they're the two warehouse things. Doors are closed. There's no dead people out there, though. That is... That's the robot room. That's the pool room. And that's the food room. Bar, infirmary, and one of the cells. So they're all the rooms that we've had access to this run. Another password screen. Tool machine. And some lights. Binders full of code. Oh, hello. There's the safe. It's a lion eating the sun. The lights turned off. It's pretty. It makes two flowery things. Hourglass with red sand. 4 seconds. 11. That's the way out, obviously. Seconds and 11 seconds. Okay. Oh, we can look up as well. Alright, so there's literally the 9 screens. I have lots of things in mind, Dan. Oh, hello. I've just noticed the steps are different colours. What does it mean? We don't have a password. I really wanted to finish this strand. I thought it was going to be the end. But it did that thing where it suddenly becomes an even longer strand. And I'm stuck. Yeah, so I got a bunch of codes for some Ratalaika games, which I should do playthrough of. What I might do is like half and half streams, so like do half of one game and then switch and do another one. Which I do, I don't know. I have to have a look. Because they were very generous to give me the code, so I do actually need to do decent streams, but depends. And then I've got all the other 1,000,000,001 games that I could. Some of the ones I've got are basically point and click / puzzle games. So they might take slightly longer than blast out within an hour, but I'll do a little bit of research tomorrow to come up with an idea. I have a code for Woven, but that's not out till Friday, so that'll be a next week's stream. And obviously I've got all the other streams that I'm doing, plus Chariot, plus Control, though Control's usually a Thursday, so I could do 2 rat games tomorrow, Control on Thursday, and do this more on Wednesday. You were thinking of streaming Supermarket Shriek and then you finished it. Well, congratulations on the completion. I know how difficult some of those levels are, so if you've got the 100%, that's pretty damn good. But if you want to stream, then I'm not going to stop you streaming. That would be cool to watch. But otherwise, I might play some of this on Wednesday. I don't think I can A, finish this puzzle room, and B, finish and get an ending in the next like half an hour. So I might finish the puzzle room, but then there'll be story, and I'll be like, well, I want to know what happens, and it's probably better to leave it in the puzzle room. Because look at that, I've got a whole... I basically... Where did I go from? I basically went from where? Here, down here, and then, well, it was here, and then this expanded. So that one got locked, that first one that I picked, which was just purely unlucky, because I probably could have got an ending. I just wanted to go with Alice. But going with Luna was good. I don't know what that last decision is. I mean, ally or betray, we still end up with 9 points. I prefer better to ally against a dead person, to be perfectly honest. We still get 9 points. So I don't know what that decision there is going to be. But we still have to get through this. And at the moment I have a 4-second hourglass and an 11-second hourglass, 9 screens, some pretty lights, a lion, and some coloured stairs, a machine I don't know what I do with, and 3 passwords that I've got to get. So, and I'm tired. So what I'm going to do is, as I said, I don't know why, I'll say this again. So I'm going to stop here. Even though I really want to continue, but I do have to go to sleep. I'm so tired. So I'm gonna stop here and say thank you for watching. Appreciate it. And everyone that hosted, really appreciate that too. And special thanks to everyone that helped, because I'd probably still be looking for freaking cloth, which was pants. Literally, it was pants. Yeah, or trying to rewire power, you know. So thank you so much, everyone. Actually, my eyes really hurt staring at the screen. So yeah, so I'm gonna end it here, and I will be back tomorrow 8 PM with something. If it's a promo stream, I will tweet about it, because it's just fair, even though the Twitter thing's broken, so I'll get it ready. If it's going to be rat games, I will pick 2 Ratalaika games to do. to at least give everyone a good idea of what the games are like, because obviously the other benefit of Ratalaika games is they're quite cheap, so if people like what they see, they can go buy them. But we'll decide later. For now, sorry, it's starting to talk to me. For now, I've been Joe, otherwise known as Angel SK. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for helping. Thank you so much for hosting, etc, etc, etc. For now, I bid you good night. See you in like 20 hours.